that Ndidi doubtful for West Ham clash on Sunday. And under 20 World Cup, we don't fear Brazil, says Bozo. And these and many more will come your way after the break. Good morning and welcome to another edition of Headlines on your talent stations, OSBC Radio 104.5 FM. Ilea Kipale Oshobu. My name is Nathaniel Oyegoke, and here this morning I will be bringing you lots of story from the dailies. President Muhammadu Buhari has taken the president-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu round the State House on a familiarization of the seat of power. The two walked into the press gallery of the State House after participating in the Jumat prayers at the State House Mosque. The president and his successor, followed by a large entourage of presidency officials and security personnel, were guided on the tour by the state Chief of Protocols Ambassador Lawal Kasare at the press gallery, which is an adjoining space to the council chambers of the State House. The two leaders, who stood for a couple of minutes listening to their guide, did not speak to reporters who were expected to have fired a couple of questions. A similar exercise took place at the Vice President's wing at the State House on Thursday, when Vice President Yemi Osinbajo showed the Vice President-elect Senator Kashim Shettima round the wing. And meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari received an asset declaration form from the Code of Conduct Bureau at the State House. The form was presented to the presidents inside the presidential villa by the chairman of the Code of Conduct Bureau, Professor Muhammad Isa, who led other members of the bureau to his office. This is in compliance with the provision of the Constitution, which stipulates that all public officers shall declare their assets and liabilities on the assumptions of office and at the end of their tenure of office. The President-elect Senator Bola Tinubu, the Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima, and 28 incoming governors and their cabinet members and state assembly members are also expected to submit their asset forms to the CCB. They are also required to state all property and assets required within or outside the country, with the value of the said asset in the currency of the country where the property is situated. And still on the Tinubu's inauguration, the Commercial Federal Road Safety Corps, Dauda Alebiu, has ordered the deployment of 365 personnel, 40 patrol vehicles, 14 bikes, and 10 tow trucks to ensure the safety of road users and ease of movement along all routes leading to the venue of the inauguration of the President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. In addition to the aforementioned, the Corps also deployed 155 traffic cones, 15 ambulances, 84 patrollers, and a number of reflective tapes to augment the entrenchments of safety and ease of movement across the board. A statement by the Assistant Corps Marshal and Corps Public Relations Officer B.C. Kasim in Abuja has it that the Corps Marshal also directed the personnel deployed to collaborate with officers and men of the Nigeria Police Force as well as other security agencies treated for the national program. According to the statement, areas to be cordoned for diversion of traffic are Kidlok Jonathan Expressway by Court of Appeal, Deeper Life Junction Bond, Total Filling Station, Federal Capital Development Authority Junction, Finance Junction by ECOWAS, Ministry of Women Affairs Junction, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and IBISCO, Phase 1 and 2, and others. We stress that the Corps will also engage in strategic crowd control in and around the inauguration venue. Bill called on road users to comply with restrictions of movement around areas cordoned off by security operatives so as to allow for a seamless inauguration program. And the outgoing First Lady, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, has declared that certain privileges, including payment of stipends, should be accorded to wives of the nation's president after the expiration of their husband's tenure. Mrs. Buhari made the demand at the launch of a book in Abuja authored by the president of the Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, DEPOA, Mrs. Vicky Awuli Irabo, titled The Journey of a Military Wife. The outgoing First Lady listed such privileges to include the provision of vehicle-sponsored medical treatment, provision of some stipends, among others. Mrs. Buhari pointed out that First Ladies deserve these privileges just like their husband in office and out of office, saying that when the pressure comes, nobody wants to know whether you are out or the filler or not. And this is going to be a talking point on Headline this morning. The demand by the outgoing First Lady, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, requesting that or demanding that pension for ex-First Lady should be prioritized. And when the time comes, we want to hear your view on this particular topic. And the Supreme Court on Friday dismissed an appeal brought before it by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) seeking the disqualification of the President-elect Senator Bola Ahmed and the Vice President-elect Senator Kashim Shettima of the All Progressives Congress (APC) from participating in the February 25 presidential election. In a unanimous judgment of the Apex Court delivered by Justice Adamu Shahuru, the court held that the PDP has no legal standing to file a legal action against an internal affair of the APC. Whichever angle this appeal, praying for the disqualification of Tinubu and Shettima on the grounds of alleged double nomination of Shettima is viewed, it is frivolous and liable to be dismissed, the court said, and consequently dismissed the appeal for grossly lacking in merit. Outgoing President Muhammadu Buhari has said that his strict adherence to the constitutional requirement of assets declaration before and after taking office is aimed at strengthening best practices based on moral standards in public service, helping to build integrity and combating corruption. Stated this upon collecting his form from Professor Isa Mohammed, the chairman of the Code of Conduct Bureau in Abuja on Friday. And airplane belonging to the proposed national carrier Nigeria Air has landed at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. The airplane was seen moving in a video posted by the Minister of Aviation Hadis Sirika on his verified Twitter handle. Mr. Sirika, in a statement, appreciates Almighty God, saying it has been a very long, tedious, doubting, and difficult path. He equally thanks Nigerians for their support, noting that the national carrier, by the will of God, will be for the country and generations to come. He prayed God to make it beneficial for country and humanity. And in another story, the National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control has destroyed fake substandard goods and products worth over 4.2 billion naira in Hawker and Anambra State capital. Speaking during the destruction at the Aswama dump site at Umusocha, the Director General NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyemi, said the exercise was in line with the agency's mandate of eradicating fake and other spurious NAFDAC-regulated products from circulating in Nigeria. Professor Adeyemi, who was represented at the event by the head task force team of the agency, Francis Owoniwu, added that the exercise was a combined southeast and south-south zonal destruction carried out periodically. And some of the products include antibiotic, antihypertensive, antidiabetic, anti-asthmatic, aphrodisiac, anti-malaria, anti-inflammatory, herbal remedies, and psychoactive drugs, among others. You're welcome back, and straight we go to our talking points on headline this morning. Just as I've said earlier, our talking point on the program headline this morning will be the demands of the outgoing First Lady, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, demanding pension for ex-First Lady. What's of view on this? He said that the outgoing First Lady listed the privilege to include the provision of vehicles, sponsored medical treatments, provision of some stipends, among others, and stating that all this should be given to all ex-first ladies, just as it's been given to their husband. Let's hear your view on this. Should pension be given to ex-first lady of the country? And the number to dial is 081-8777-5777. Once again, 081-8777-5777. Hello.
Good morning, Nathan.
Good morning, sir.
Dr. Akipedu contributing from the library. They feel they were traced. As for more, that demand from Aisha Buhari should not be considered at all. What does that mean? That means we have a lady president, we have a president, and we have lady president. Whatever is given to her husband should be enough for his family. Are they not using it together? Why should anything be separate again? I mean, that man is a further waste of Nigerian money. And that should not be considered, because once that is considered and approved, governors will ask for the same, legislators will ask for the same, chairman of councils will ask for the same. For God's sake, don't kill the hen that is laying the golden egg. Don't kill Nigeria. Good morning.
Good morning, thank you. Hello? While we are expecting another call, okay, someone is on the line already. Hello? Good morning. You're welcome.
By wife of the president that there should be receiving pension, not like their husband. Shows the greed of our political gladiators in Nigeria. It's too bad. Is Nigeria created for them alone? Even the one being given to their husband is illegal. And I'm expecting a government, a little man that will support it. This account for the suffering of the masses along the inadequacies we have seen in our society. It's extreme greed. It should not be encouraged, and nobody should approve that.
Good morning.
And moving on, President Muhammadu Buhari on Friday declared that the opposition created the impression that the ruling All Progressive Congress APC was an incompetent political party that put the country in a mess. He also said that he was desperately looking forward to hand over on Monday. Buhari spoke at the launch of the book, A Promise Kept, a compendium of significant achievements of the Muhammadu Buhari administration 2015 to 2023 at the Independent.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Aro.
You're welcome.
From Ijugun Adedire, in First South.
You're welcome, sir.
I want to comment on the wife of the president asking for pensions or any, let's say, pension after leaving office.
Okay.
It is good for the wife of the president to ask for his rights. But as for me, this government have never do anything good pertaining to security, in terms of security, for the president wife asking for a car. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Some prominent Nigerians, actors and musicians have expressed hope ahead of the Monday's inauguration of Senator Bola Tinubu as the President of Nigeria, asking the President-elect to work hard and return the country to prosperity and safety. Speaking with newsmen about his expectation, veteran actor Jidish Kosoko disclosed that Nigeria may be facing some of the toughest time now, but...
Hello,
Good morning.
Yes, this is Alabi from Ogunsho.
You're welcome.
From Ogunsho.
your view, please.
Yes. So, as I heard that they said that the wife of the president will be spread for the pension and other benefits. And with all the damages discussed to the people of Nigeria, they are still requesting for the pension. We voted for the husband, not the wife. So, no need of wasting Nigerian resources. They will empower people almost 7 months. They did not pay. And we are requesting for stipend for the wife of the president. So, we don't want such. Bye-bye.
Good morning.
And from there, Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has on Friday imposed a fine of 17 million naira on 3 litigants and their lawyers for filing a good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, you are on.
It is Alaji Mofuta Wadeleke.
You're welcome.
From Ukebale.
Welcome, sir.
It is laughable. Did we vote for right, sir?
that is misuse of public funds, is unnecessary. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Justice James Omotosho imposed a fine on Pro's Ilemona, Pastor Paul Isaac Ahudu and Mr. Hanungu Moses, who jointly filed the suit praying for an order to hold the Monday, May 29 swearing-in of Tinubu as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The three litigants are to jointly pay the President-elect a sum of 10 million naira and another 5 million naira to the All Progressives Congress (APC), who were among the 7 defendants in the suit. Justice Omotosho also ordered that an interest of 10% be placed on the judgment debt per year until when finally liquidated.
And now moving to the sports arena, Nigeria's coach Ladamboso has declared that the Flying Eagles are not afraid of Brazil as both sides clash today at the ongoing 23rd FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Argentina. The Grod game holds at Estadio Diego Maradona, La Plata at 7 p.m. Nigerian time. At the same time, Italy will be facing the Dominican Republic in another Group D fixture to round off this group stage. Because Nigeria have never beaten Brazil before in the under-20 stage, but Boso is confident the current Flying Eagles can break the jinx against the South Americans.
And finally, former Napoli star Roberto Sousa has sensationally claimed that Victor Osimhen is on the same level as Manchester City goal-scoring machine Erling Haaland, Real Madrid's Karim Benzema, and Barcelona's Roberto Lewandowski. Osimhen has had a hugely successful season at Napoli, helping them win the Serie A title for the first time in 33 years. The Nigerian international sits atop the Serie A goal chart with 23 goals in 30 matches and also impressed in the UEFA Champions League with 5 goals and 6 appearances before Napoli were knocked out in the quarterfinals.
Brazil attacking midfielder Matthew Martins has boasted that his country will beat Nigeria today and qualify as Group D leaders at the ongoing 23rd FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Argentina. Nigerians Flying Eagles and Brazil clash in their first Group B match, which will kick off at 7 p.m. at the Estadio Diego Maradona La Plata. Unlike Brazil, Nigeria will make the knockout round regardless of the outcome of today's match, but a defeat will end Brazil's participation at the tournament.
And it's on that note, we are cutting on today's edition of Headlines. On behalf of our executive producer, Abimbola Babatode, our producer is Mutsunrayo Ayegbayo. My name is Nathaniel Oyegoke. Appearing with me in the studio is
Adeni Kendi. Have a nice weekend ahead of you.
Good morning.
Entertaining, it's educating, really informative, quantitative news as it breaks. It's OSBC Radio 2, 104.5 FM. We are up on the south of the Sahara, voice of the West.
ẹnìkan kì í bá yínmíyínmí dùn yínmí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a kì í bá àtẹlẹsẹ̀ dùn ọ̀nà lórí ètò ìròyìn lọ́sẹ̀ yìí. èrè àti ayọ̀ láfi máa pàdé àwọn atọ́kùn ètò ní ọjọ́ àìkú ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí tí aago 6 òwúrọ̀ bá ti lù lábala àlejò wa ìyáàfin Lọlá Adéwálé láti iléeṣẹ́ tó ń rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn obìnrin àtàwọn ọmọ wẹ́wẹ́ nípìnlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun yóò wà níkàlẹ̀ láti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí àyájọ́ ọjọ́ àwọn ọmọdé lágbàáyé. ẹ̀gbọ́nà ọ̀nà wo là ń gbà tọ́jú àwọn ọmọdé, ǹjẹ́ ó yẹ kí a máa tẹ ẹ̀tọ́ àwọn ọmọdé mọ́lẹ̀? Kí ni ojúṣe òbí sí ọmọ? Bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ni ojúṣe ọmọ sí ó bí àwọn ìbéèrè wọ̀nyí àti òmìnira àlejò wa ni yóò máa pẹ̀kẹ́lù síwájú sí i àwọn máa gbàlejò ọ̀gbẹ́ni Noah Adéníyì tí ó jẹ́ aṣojú iléeṣẹ́ Royal Comfort Estate iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ta ilẹ̀ tó ń ra ilẹ̀ tó ń ta ilé tó ń ra ilé yóò wà níkàlẹ̀ lọ́sàbọ̀wá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí nǹkan tí iléeṣẹ́ wọn ní lákà àbàlà tó kù bíi ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ èdè àyàn ojú ọjà ayé ọ̀dọ́ àti eré ìdárayá ni yóò tún kọ́ wọ́rin wà sórí ètò lọ́sẹ̀ yìí ẹ lè kọ̀wé ìbéèrè yín ránṣẹ́ kó tó dọ́lọ́jọ́ sátidé tàbí kí ẹ pèsè orí ètò bí tí ìròyìn bá ń lọ lọ́wọ́ títí lọ́pẹ́ Ajíbóyè àti Samuel Babáwálé ni wọ́n yóò máa tukọ̀ ètò ìròyìn àtọ̀sẹ̀ yìí yóò dùn yóò lárinrin èròjà ọba àwọn ètò.
Breakfast Tray, your favorite magazine show, returns with more information, education and entertainment this Saturday. May 27 is Children's Day in Nigeria, and this is decided to celebrate children in the country and for adults to remember their childhood experiences. Breakfast on Saturday will therefore be a searchlight on the plight and the rights of Nigerian children. An educationist, Mrs. Adola Digoke, will be our guest. All the segments on the show are oddities, business trend, kitchen corner, beauty tips, etiquette, ICT and entertainment. Join the hosts Adetola Diwite and Oluwagbemiga family between 9 and 3:30 a.m. this Saturday on OSBC Radio 104.5 FM for another captivating edition of the show. Breakfast Tray, your Saturday morning delight.
When this is serious, I'm appealing for Saturdays. OSBC 104.5 FM. General Saturday
OSBC Radio 104.5 FM, Voice of the West. Touch the dial.
Studio time is 8 o'clock. This is OSBC Radio 104.5 FM, Voice of the West, Nigeria.
Adeleke has urged intending pilgrims to this year's Hajj in Saudi Arabia to pray for adequate security and economic revival of Nigeria during the holy pilgrimage. Addressing the 1,835 intending pilgrims at a farewell program held at the State Secretariat Mosque Complex, Governor Adeleke observed that the economic hardship and insecurity confronting the country require the concerted prayers of all and sundry. The governor, who was represented by the secretary to the state government, Alhaji Teslim Ibalayi, appreciated the effort of the management of the State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board in facilitating the arrangements so far. He also prayed the Almighty Allah to crown their efforts with a resounding success, warning that the state government will not tolerate any lapses during the Hajj operation. Governor Adeleke congratulated the intending pilgrims for making the journey and prayed that all of them will return home to their families safe and sound. Meanwhile, the first and second batches of the pilgrims from Osun State to this year's Hajj are departing Osogbo for Lagos this morning, preparatory to their airlifting to Saudi Arabia. A statement by the Administration Secretary of the State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board, Mr. Bolaji Sani, indicates that the third batch will leave Oshobo tomorrow, while the fourth batch will join the following day. It adds that the last batch is expected to depart Oshobo Friday next week. 1,835 pilgrims from the state are joining their counterparts from across the world to perform Hajj, which is the fifth pillar of Islam. General review of activities and achievements of Governor Ademola Adeleke are focused today on Imole program as the present administration in the state clocks 6 months in office. Imole an enlightenment program which promotes the effort of Governor Adeleke's administration and the development of the state is put together by the office of the spokesperson to the governor, Malam Olawale Rashid, in collaboration with OSBC management. Join us on our radio and television channels at 6:30 in the evening. The Director General of OSBC, Mr. Rashid Folaomi, has advised core members not to solely depend on white-collar jobs, but also pursue a career in entrepreneurship. Mr. Folaomi gave the advice at the send-off ceremony organized for the 2022 batch B Stream 1 and 2 core members who served in various departments of the corporation. The 2022 batch B Stream 1 and 2 members of the National Youth Service Corps who had their primary assignments at the OSBC were celebrated at the corporation's boardroom following the successful completion of their one-year mandatory service. In his remarks, the Director General OSBC, Mr. Rashid Folaomi, who spoke through the Director of Corporate Affairs, Mr. Olushola Bolaji, admonished them all to put into practice the professional experiences garnered at the corporation while serving their fatherland, adding that they should make themselves globally competitive and should not rely on their certificate. Other directors present also gave their testimony about the core member who have one time or the other served in their various departments, urging them to be good ambassadors of the OSBC conglomerate. In their responses, the core members appreciated the opportunity the station gave them to learn in the process of serving their fatherland. In the high point of the send-off ceremony was the presentation of gifts to all the core members in appreciation of their meritorious services to the OSBC and the state at large. And that was the state news. Good morning.
Gómìnà Adémọ́lá Adélékè ti rọ àwọn arìnrìn-àjò hajj tọdún yìí láti gbàdúrà ààbò tó dájú àti ìmúpadàbọ̀sípò ètò ọrọ̀ ajé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lásìkò ìrìn-àjò wọn sílẹ̀ mímọ́ náà. Nígbà tó ń bá àwọn arìnrìn-àjò hajj láti ìpínlẹ̀ yìí sọ̀rọ̀ nígbàgbọ́n mọ́sáàsì olú ilé-iṣẹ́ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí, Gómìnà Adélékè wòye pé àlùbá tó bá ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti ètò ààbò tí kò sẹ́nu rẹ̀ lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí nílò àdúrà gbogbo ọmọnìyàn lásìkò yìí. Gómìnà ẹni tí akọ̀wé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí Alhaji Teslim Ìgbàláyé gbẹnusọ fún wọn rírì ìyànjú àwọn adarí àjọ tó ń ṣe àbójútó ìrìn àjò sílẹ̀ Mọ́kà láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lórí àgbékalẹ̀ ètò ọ̀hún. Bákan náà ló gbàládùá yìí pé kí Elédùà túbọ̀ dé ìyànjú wọn ládé pẹ̀lú àfikún pé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí kò ní fojú rẹ̀ wo ohunkóhun tó bá lè mú kí ìrìn àjò náà kó mẹ́hẹ̀ẹ́. Wáyé iṣẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ àti ìkejì àwọn arìnrìn-àjò hajj láti ìpínlẹ̀ yìí yóò gbéra nílùú Òṣogbo lọ sí ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó láàárọ̀ yìí láti lọ múra ìrìn àjò wọn pọ̀n sílẹ̀ Saudi Arabia. Àtijáde láti ọ̀dọ̀ akọ̀wé alákòóso àjọ tó mójútó ètò ìrìn àjò sílẹ̀ Mọ́kà nípínlẹ̀ yìí Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bọ́lájí Sanni fi yé ni pé lọ́la ni ìṣíkẹta náà yóò kúrò nílùú Òṣogbo tí ìṣíkẹrin yóò sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrìn àjò tiwọn láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ Ajé. Ó fi kún wípé lọ́jọ́ Ẹtì ni ìṣí tó gbẹ̀yìn yóò kúrò nílùú Òṣogbo. Àwọn èèyàn tó dé díẹ̀ ní 2,000 ni wọ́n rin ìrìn àjò hajj láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lọ sílẹ̀ Mọ́kà lọ́dún yìí. Àgbéyẹ̀wò onírúurú àwọn àṣeyọrí ìjọba gómìnà Adémọ́lá Adélékè
ni yóò gba ojú ọjọ́ kan rìn lónìí lásìkò ètò ọlọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ yìí tá a mọ̀ sí ìmọ́lẹ̀ ayọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìjọba tó wà lóde nípìnlẹ̀ yìí ti ń pé oṣù mẹ́fà lọ́fíìsì. Ètò ìmọ́lẹ̀ ayọ̀ eléyìí tó ń fọn rere ìyànjú ìjọba gómìnà Adémọ́lá Adélékè ló jẹ́ ètò tí ọ́fíìsì agbẹnusọ fún gómìnà àti ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ iléeṣẹ́ OSBC dìjọ ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ rẹ̀. Láago 6 ìrọ̀lẹ́ òní ní ètò ọ̀hún yóò wọlé afẹ́fẹ́ ìkànnì rédíò àti tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Adarí àgbà iléeṣẹ́ OSBC ọ̀gbẹ́ni Rasheed Fọlárànmí ti rọ àwọn àgùnbánirọ̀ láti má gbé ọkàn tẹ iṣẹ́ ìjọba wípé kí wọ́n túbọ̀ tẹra mọ́ ọ̀nà láti lè dá dúró lórí ẹsẹ̀ ara wọn nípa dídókòwò sílẹ̀. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Fọlárànmí pàrọwà yìí níbi ètò ìdágbére fún ìṣí àwọn àgùnbánirọ̀ kejì ìpín kìíní àti ìkejì ti ọdún tó kọjá tí wọ́n sin ìlú bàbá wọn níléeṣẹ́ OSBC. Ìṣí àwọn àgùnbánirọ̀ ọ̀hún ni ó jẹ́ àwọn àgùnbánirọ̀ tí wọ́n wá sí ilẹ̀ bàbá wọn níléeṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ ìpínlẹ̀ yìí OSBC tí ètò ṣíṣe ayẹyẹ ìdágbére fún wọn lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ti sìnrú ìlú wọn fọ́dún kan náà sì wáyé ní gbọ̀ngàn tí ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ iléeṣẹ́ OSBC ti ń ṣe ìpàdé. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ wọn, adarí àgbà iléeṣẹ́ OSBC ọ̀gbẹ́ni Rasheed Fọlárànmí ẹni tí adarí lẹ́ka tónítọ̀rọ̀ àwùjọ nílé iṣẹ́ yìí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Olúṣọlá Bọ́lájí pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn ní tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ níbi ètò ọ̀hún ni wọ́n ti rọ àwọn àgùnbánirọ̀ náà láti ṣe àmúlò ọ̀kan ọ̀jọ̀kan àwọn tí wọ́n ti kọ́ tí wọ́n sì ti mọ̀ ní ilé iṣẹ́ yìí láwọn ibi tí wọ́n bá bára wọn lẹ́nu iṣẹ́. Bákan náà ni wọ́n rọ̀ wọ́n láti mọ́ káàárẹ̀ kí wọ́n sì túbọ̀ fi ọkàn wọn sìn láti lè jẹ́ ọ̀kan gbòógì tí gbogbo ilẹ̀ àgbáyé yóò mọ̀ láwùjọ. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ wọn, àwọn àgùnbánirọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ lórúkọ àwọn yòókù mọrírì ìyànjú ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ àti àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ OSBC ní bí wọ́n ti fún wọn láàyè dáadáa láti sin ilẹ̀ bàbá wọn ní ọgbà iléeṣẹ́ OSBC nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Èyí ló pin ìròyìn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Mo kí yín ẹ kú kalẹ̀.
Free, your favorite magazine show returns with more information, education and entertainment this Saturday, May 27 is Children's Day in Nigeria, and this set aside to celebrate children in the country and for adults to remember their childhood experiences. Breakfast on Saturday will therefore be a searchlight on the plight and the rights of Nigerian children. An educationist, Mrs. Adiola Adegoke, will be our guest. All the segments on the show are oddities, business trend, kitchen corner, beauty tips, etiquette, ICT and entertainment. Join the host Adetola Adiwite and Oluwagbemiga family between 9 and 3:30 a.m. this Saturday on OSBC Radio 104.5 FM for another captivating edition of the show. Breakfast Tray, your Saturday morning delight.
ìsinmi aláyọ̀ àrà ńlá bọ́wọ́ jà lálá ètò arẹ́lùmọ́ bí owó ọ̀rọ̀ ìsítí tó ń tọrọ ìjìnlẹ̀ látòrí ìtẹ́mímọ́ wá ètò ló wọlé dé yìí o káàbọ̀.
ẹ lọ sí gbogbo ayé ẹ lọ jẹ́rìí mi.
ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́run ní ẹ lọ sí gbogbo ayé ẹ lọ ròyìn kí ẹ sì kéde ọ̀rọ̀ mi fún gbogbo aráyé pátá nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run ìgbàanì ṣe kọ sí ikọ̀ àti ìríjú ẹ̀ kúnlẹ̀ ọmọ sàlámì láti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ kọ́ làwọn ètò ńlá ìsinmi aláyọ̀ ní déédéé aago 11 àárọ̀ sí aago 12 ọ̀sán lè tó gorí àtẹ̀ lórí ìkànnì 104.5 ilé àwí òkè balẹ̀ lóṣogbo ìsinmi aláyọ̀ ètò ńlá lórí ìkànnì ńlá nípele báyìí lálàkàrẹ̀ ètò yìí ọ̀rọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ látòrí ìtẹ́mímọ́ labala àkọ́kọ́ níbi tí ọ̀kan bọ́ kí èdè bàbá àwọn èdè ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́run ti máa jábọ́ pì bí àpòyere abala kejì láàfin máa tan ìràwọ̀ àwọn olórin ẹ̀mí lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan kárí ayé ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ń bẹ̀ ìbéèrè àti ìdáhùn láti inú bíbélì ni ó tẹ̀lé tá ó sì máa gbẹ̀bùn ńláńlá kọ̀ǹgbẹ̀kọ̀ǹgbẹ̀ tá a wá látọ́kù ètò ẹni àmì òróró ọlọ́run aláàyè kúnlẹ̀ sàlámì fún ìpolówó ẹ̀pẹ̀ 07033738922 ètò ìsinmi aláyọ̀ lórí ìkànnì 104.5 ilé àwíyé òkè balẹ̀ lóṣogbo tọ̀sẹ̀ yìí a ó dìjọ gbọ́ ni ẹgbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
OSBC rédíò àràbà ní bàbá o ẹni abálàbà ní bàbá ẹ̀sìn tó síwájú ló gbà pé àfi kì í wọjà kí gbogbo ojú ọmọ mọ̀ OSBC òdúnìyàn kì í sáìmọ̀ fọlọ́kọ ọ̀dánládé àbíbò jíkànnì kásẹ̀tò tó mọ́gbọ́n dání ká sọ̀rọ̀ ká papò mọ́ okun yọ ká pèdè tó jẹ tí ń gbèsè ká ṣàlàyé ọ̀rọ̀ kó yé ní yékéyéké ọba ni wá ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ ìkìlẹ̀ OSBC rédíò 104.5 FM ilé àwíyé òkè balẹ̀ lóde Òṣogbo òun gan ni kí ẹ máa gbọ́ o òde òkè àlámúyọ̀ ni mò ń sọ wípé ẹ má gbé kúrò níbẹ̀ ọjà rẹ̀.
ìyá rojú kí ló dé tó fọ́ lẹ́ràn.
èwo ni òtóró ọ̀rọ̀ bí gbogbo ọjà mi ṣe dà iná ni àbọ̀ gbọ́ ayé tí ẹ sú mi wáyé.
ìyá rojú mọ́ kò lẹ́ràn iṣẹ́ tó ṣe tí ò lójú owó tó ṣe tí ò lérè owó ọ̀tún wò sí ó dàbí ẹni pé ò lẹ́nì kankan ṣe bí rédíò Ọ̀ṣun ń bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ níbi gbogbo aráyé ti ń dolóríire má torí àìta ọjà kó jẹ mọ́jèlé o àwúre méjì ò sí ṣáà máa bọ̀ ní rédíò Ọ̀ṣun wàá polówó ọjà rẹ̀.
Just let you walk away, just let you leave without a trace. When I stand here taking every breath with you, ooh, you're the only one who really knew me at all.
How can you just walk away from me when all I can do is watch you leave? 'Cause we share the laughter and the pain, and even share the tears. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now, 'cause there's just an empty space. There's nothing left here to remind me, just the memory of your face. And take a look at me now, there's just an empty space. And you coming back to me is against the odds, and that's what I've got to pay.
I wish I could just make it turn around, see me cry.
OSBC Radio 104.5 FM, Voice of the West. Don't touch the dial.
ọ̀kan ṣoṣo àjànàkú tí mi gbó kìjikìji 104.5.
aago mẹ́jọ kọjá ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún báyìí láti rédíò Ọ̀ṣun alóòrò ọ̀run Nàìjíríà tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Òṣogbo káyébá lámàmú wa fún yín báyìí.
akírawa kú ojúmọ́ akírawa kú ojúmọ́ akírawa kú ojúmọ́ mọ́ akírawa káàbọ̀ sórí àkọ́tún ètò káyé gbọ́ lóòrọ̀ tòní káyé gbọ́ tòní ọ̀nà èyí tí ó káyìn fún ti ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí ìyókù tó di ọjọ́ ajé lẹ́yìn tí ẹ tún tó pàdé àwọn èèyàn wa ṣùgbọ́n lónìí kó tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ mọ̀ pàdé àwọn èèyàn wa ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ a tún túra ká lónìí torí pé a ti di àwọn ìròyìn ọ̀hún wá fún yín tẹ́sí gbádùn wa dọ́ba torí pé èèbó báyìí wọn a máa gbádùn tí àwọn èèyàn dúdú aláwọ̀ dúdú bíi tèmi tiẹ̀ báyìí a máa gbádùn ẹ̀kọ́ mímu pàápàá ru àsìkò tí òjò bá ṣẹ̀ dá báyìí lára yìí ètò káyé gbọ́ abala méjì ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ tó ń kórora náà ló bá wòde abala àkọ́kọ́ ni abala tá a ti máa ṣe lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan ìjẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn ìròyìn tá a ti kó wá fún ìgbádùn ẹ̀yin aráalé lábala kejì ètò yìí òun náà ni abala lójú tèwe ká sì mọ kíra wa àwa tá a jẹ́ ògo wẹrẹ báyìí pé a kú àyájọ́ àwa ògo wẹrẹ lágbàáyé torí ọmọ ìdàgbà lọ́wọ́ òbí ẹ̀ ọmọdé náà sì ni gbogbo rí a akíra wa kú àyájọ́ àwọn èwe léyìí tó kò lónìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà ti wà sílẹ̀ fún ètò ìgbéjọba kalẹ̀ àti ìbúra fún ààrẹ tuntun lórílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà ẹ̀jẹ̀ àgbà láfíà láàyè ó ká sì túbọ̀ mọ káwọ́ ti ètò ìjọba tiwantiwa lẹ́yìn lórílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà tó lábala kejì ètò yìí ohun tá a dìjọ bójú wò òun náà ni ọ̀nà tí tolórí tẹlẹ́mù lè gbà láti fi ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìdàgbàsókè àti ìlọsíwájú àwọn ògo wẹrẹ lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí kí gan ló yẹ kó jẹ́ ojúṣe ìjọba olóríjorí òbí àti gbogbo àwọn tọ́rọ̀ kàn gbọ̀ngbọ̀n láti dáàbò bo àwọn ògo wẹrẹ torí pé gbogbo àwùjọ náà ló gbàgbọ́ pé àwọn ògo wẹrẹ òun náà ni ọjọ́ ọ̀la èyíkéyìí àwùjọ kí ni ìyànjú kí ni tó yẹ kí kó wá ṣe láti dáàbò bo ẹ̀tọ́ àwọn ọmọdé pàápàá láti lè rè wọ́n kí wọ́n lè jẹ́ ògo ọjọ́ ọ̀la àwùjọ wa èyí ló ń tàríjọ bójú wò tó bá tásìkò Abíọ́dún Babádìyà ń lo ọkọ tèmi tẹlifíkejì mi tájọ mẹ́tò wà lóòrọ̀ yìí.
Abídèmí ọ̀dẹ́rínú.
tọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ mú àwọn ìròyìn ohun tó wà lórí àwọn ìròyìn lè takò wá fún ìgbádùn àwọn aráàlú orí àṣìrálẹ̀.
lórí ti ètò ìbúrawọlé fún ààrẹ tuntun adìbòyàn nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà Abíọ́dún eléyìí tí ó wáyé lọ́tùnla ìjọba àpapọ̀ gbàṣẹ ọjọ́ ìsinmi lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ò fún gbogbo òṣìṣẹ́ ọba pé iṣẹ́ rí ọjọ́ ajé ọ̀túnla ẹ lọ sinmi Abíọ́dún kì í ṣàjọyọ̀.
wọ́n fọkàn balẹ̀ bá a bá roko bá a rodò ilé náà làbọ̀ sílé oko etí mi máa ń já etí mi ń já gidi ni ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ni etí òun já o láti tètè padà mórílélé ó tójọ́ mẹ́ta.
nípa ti ètò ìbúrawọlé fún ààrẹ títọ́ adìbòyàn nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà Abíọ́dún tó jẹ́ ohun táwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ yìí sọ kiri nígboro ayé àwọn ọlọ́pàá jẹ́jẹ́ àti kápá súnkẹrẹ fàkẹ́rẹ́ ọkọ̀ tí àjọ ìṣojú pópó àti àbọ̀ ara ẹni àbòló náà sì fi omi lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ rẹ̀ wọ́n fi sọ̀wọ́.
tọ́ ilé ẹjọ́ tó ga jùlọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí kan ti ní kí àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbẹ́nà kiri tí wọ́n ń gbé oríṣiríṣi ẹjọ́ káàkiri lórí àtìlẹ́dá ṣíṣe ètò ìbúra wọlé fún ààrẹ tuntun lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ó lọ sinmi ó ní ká sinmi rascality pé ò sọ̀rọ̀ ń bẹ̀ nínú àwọn ìgbẹ́jọ́ tán gbé wá síwájú ilé ẹjọ́.
òkè awífúnni kó tó dání Abíọ́dún ṣe bí wọ́n ní àgbà ìjàkadì ní etí rẹ̀ mélòó láre wọn ojútùú sí bòpò ṣèdè bá gbèsè tí nǹkan yóò sì ṣẹnure ní ti ìpawówọlé nílẹ̀ ìyá àjọ alówó lójú lágbàáyé ló rọ Tinubu bẹ́ẹ̀.
tọ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ táwọn kan ń gbé kiri láti má bàa jẹ́ kí ètò ìbúra wọlé kó wáyé lọ́jọ́ ajé ilé ẹjọ́ gíga ìjọba ilẹ̀ kan tó ti kó àwọn kan sí gàwọn owó tuntun mílíọ̀nù mẹ́tàdínlógún náírà ló ní kí wọ́n lọ sọ pé ẹjọ́ kẹjọ́ náà gbé wá síwájú ilé ẹjọ́ lórí èyí.
èmi yóò mú ìlérí ṣẹ ìlérí tí mo ṣe nígbà ètò ìpolongo ìbò èmi yóò mú ilé Tinubu jẹ́jẹ́ àti fòpin sí ìwà ìjẹbánu ní kété tó bá ti gorí àlééfà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló pè fún àtìlẹyìn àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà.
ìmọ̀pọ̀ ti di kwaya jíìrìnrìn àgbáyé. ìjọba àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí má kéde ọjọ́ ajé ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ ó ní káwọn èèyàn ilẹ̀ yìí ó fi sinmi lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ torí wípé ètò ìbúra wọlé fún ìjọba tuntun yóò wáyé lọ́jọ́ yìí.
èèmọ̀ rẹ̀ ó èèmọ̀ lukutu pẹ́ bí àwọn agbébọn kó àlùfáà ìjọ kátólíìkì kan tó ń ṣẹ́rí bọ̀ wálé láti bí ètò ìsìnkú ní papamọ́ra ò nípínlẹ̀ Imo.
gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Kaduna máa múlérí rẹ̀ ṣe
níbo ti ní kí àwọn àgbà òṣìṣẹ́ ọba bíi mẹ́ta mẹ́rin kan ó tún lọ rọ́kún nílé o ṣáájú kó tó di wípé òun ó gbé ìjọba lẹ̀ nípínlẹ̀ Kaduna.
ọgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ìpànìyàn lẹ́yìn tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nípínlẹ̀ Imo náà ni àwọn ọmọ ikọ̀ ológun gùn lé ìgbésẹ̀ láti fi mú àwọn onísùnmọ̀mí tó dẹ̀ ní àwọn orí adé kan légbodò kí wọ́n fi dánrin.
tọ́ lónìí gan ni ikọ̀ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Flying Eagles orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àti tilẹ̀ Brazil ó kojú ara wọn o ní ìdíje kẹta ìpín tí àwọn méjèèjì jọ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní olùkọ́ ikọ̀ Flying Eagles ilẹ̀ ní ẹ̀rù òbodò ẹni tí ó wẹ̀ ó lẹ̀rù ń bà ìwọ̀nyí àtàwọn yìí ó ní àwọn àròyìn tí a fún yín lóòrọ̀ tòní tẹ́sí gbádùn ẹ̀dọ́ba ṣùgbọ́n ká tó máa jálẹ̀ lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan èjèèjì ẹ̀jẹ̀ adókè lọ́nà àbọ̀. kíní ọ̀lẹ́ lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan ìjèjì ẹ̀ bóyá kò gbé látọ̀dọ̀ ẹ lọ́nà kí lè fi lè gbà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́.
tó lórí ohun tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ètò ìbúra wọlé ọ̀nà lèmi ti kọ́kọ́ lórí ọ̀tún ní. ìjọba àpapọ̀ náà ti pàṣẹ ọjọ́ ajé òtún láti ṣe ọjọ́ kọkàndínlọ́gbọ̀n oṣù karùn-ún gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọjọ́ ìsinmi lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ o fún gbogbo àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ọba yíká ilẹ̀ nàìjíríà mínísítà fọ́rọ̀ abẹ́lé ọ̀gbẹ́ni Rauf Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá olóṣò yìí di mímọ̀ nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan látọwọ́ akọ̀wé àgbà iléeṣẹ́ rẹ̀ Shuaib Begore pẹ̀lú pé ètò ìsinmi lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ọ̀hún ó ní ìjọba fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ láti fi lè ṣàjọyọ̀ ètò ìbúra wọlé fún ààrẹ tuntun àdìbòyàn nílẹ̀ nàìjíríà ní òní Bọ́lá Tinubu ó wá ra ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà láti túbọ̀ máa ṣàgbélárugẹ ètò ìjọba àwa ara wa o nípa bíbọ̀wọ̀ fún òfin bó ṣe tó àti bó ṣe yẹ níbẹ̀ ni mínísítà ọ̀hún ló tún ti dáwọ́ ìdùnnú pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ nàìjíríà pátápátá fún ti àyájọ́ ètò ìbúra wọlé ìjọba tuntun nítorí pé omi tuntun ti rú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹja tuntun ti wọnú ẹ̀ báyìí wà Abíọ́dún lọ́gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló bá tún gbóṣùbà fún gbogbo mùtúmùwà nílẹ̀ yìí fún bí wọ́n ṣe ṣe ojúṣe wọn níbi ètò ìdìbò àpapọ̀ tílẹ̀ nàìjíríà ṣe lẹ́nu lọ́lọ́ yìí eléyìí tí wọ́n fi gbé ààrẹ àti igbákejì rẹ̀ wọlé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí ará ìlú fẹ́ kò ṣàìmẹ́nubà pé láti jẹ́ kí ètò ìjọba àwa ara wa orí ìdíjókòó ní iṣẹ́ ni o eléyìí tó ń pè fún bíbọ̀ fún òfin àti fífún ará ìlú lómìnira láti ṣe bó ṣe fẹ́ tó sún gba àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ yìí níyànjú láti gba àlàáfíà láàyè kí tolórí tẹlẹ̀ mú lè jẹ̀gbádùn ètò ìjọba àwa ara wa dọ́ba mínísítà wọn wá ra àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ nàìjíríà láti má ṣe gba rògbòdìyàn láàyè pé pẹ̀lú pé ọjọ́ iwájú tó dára ó dúró de orílẹ̀-èdè yìí o ní gbogbo ọ̀nà.
tọ́ba bá ọkọ̀ tó arọ́dò ilé náà làbọ̀ sí ní oko ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ti fò léde wípé ẹwò bí kọjú ajé ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ ó ti pé ni torí wípé tètè báyìí ni tí òun já ọ bí kóhùn ti gúnlẹ̀ sí Daura ní ìpínlẹ̀ Katsina kóhùn sì ti fa ìjọba lé àwọn àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yan ààrẹ àti igbákejì ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ kí wọ́n máa bẹ́tò ìjọba lọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ló sọ̀rọ̀ yìí níbi ètò ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìwé kan lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n pè ní mímú àdéhùn ìléríṣẹ tí wọ́n kọ lórúkọ ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari lẹ́yìn tó ní ó tó gẹ́ o ìjọba tó ti ń bá bọ̀ láti ọdún 2015 títí di àsìkò yìí jẹ́ ohun tí ó ti wọ lọ́kàn kóhùn ó fa ìṣàkóso ọ̀hún kalẹ̀ fún aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Tinubu àti Kazeem Shettima láti máa bá ètò ń lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari sọ àsọyọ̀rọ̀ wípé ohun táwọn kan gbé kiri wípé òfúùtù fẹ́ tì àṣà tí ò ní kan ó ní ìjọba ti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC dání lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà sábà wípé òun náà mọ̀ ọ́ wípé àwọn nǹkan kan wà tí òun ti gbé ṣe tó sì létùmọ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò bá yìn òun ìyìnra òun ààrẹ Buhari ní ẹjẹ́ sọ fún yín sẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ajé ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ gan lòun ó tètè fa ìkúdà àṣàkóso sílẹ̀ o tó wọ́n sì fi gbogbo òfin ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí buwọ́ lu gbogbo àwọn ìwé tó bá tọ́ tó sì yẹ láti jẹ́ kó dùn kó tó di pé òun ó fa ètò ìṣàkóso kalẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà.
lórí ti ètò ìbúra wọlé fún ààrẹ tuntun adìbòyàn nílẹ̀ nàìjíríà ó náà ní ìròyìn tó wà níwájú tèmi báyà bíọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá olóòlù ilẹ̀ yìí àbújá ti jẹ́ kó di mọ̀ pé àwọn yóò ṣe àbójútó súnkẹrẹ fàkẹrẹ ọkọ̀ ṣáájú àti láàkó ètò ìbúra wọlé fún ààrẹ tuntun eléyìí tí ilẹ̀ nàìjíríà dìbòyàn tí ohun gbogbo yóò wáyé lọ́tùnla ààrẹ tuntun adìbòyàn aṣíwájú bọ́lá tinubu àti igbákejì rẹ̀ kazeem shettima ó ní wọn yóò ṣe ètò ìbúra wọlé fún ọjọ́ ajé ọ̀túnla gẹ́gẹ́ bí ààrẹ tuntun adìbòyàn àti igbákejì rẹ̀ nílẹ̀ nàìjíríà nígbà tí wọ́n bá àwọn olùgbé àti àwọn àlejò sọ̀rọ̀ láti fẹ̀dọ̀lẹ́yìn ọlọ́run wọn kí wọ́n sì tún lọ rèé fomi tútù sẹ́kù rẹ̀ dáhùn ní ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá àwọn jákòdì mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti fi àwọn agbófinró àti àwọn irinṣẹ́ tí wọ́n nílò sọ́wọ́ sí tìbútò olúlulẹ̀ yá àbújá láti rí dájú pé ọ̀fọ́ kankan òfin iná gbà láàkó ètò ìbúra wọlé ọ̀hún nínú àtẹ̀jáde tí alukoro iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá olúlulẹ̀ yá àbújá tó fi síta òun ló ti jẹ́ pé níbàámu pẹ̀lú ètò ìbúra wọlé fún ààrẹ tuntun tí yóò wáyé lọ́jọ́ kọkànlélọ́gbọ̀n oṣù yìí ti ṣe ọ̀túnà ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá olúlulẹ̀ yìí àbújá ti fi àwọn agbófinró àtàwọn irinṣẹ́ tó ṣe kókó sọ̀wọ́ sí gbogbo ọ̀kan ń dún olúlulẹ̀ yìí àbújá lójúnà àti jẹ́ kí àlàáfíà jọba láàkó ètò ìbúra wọlé ọ̀hún wáyé o àjọ ìṣojú pópó ti fi òṣìṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tó tó ọ̀tàlélọ́ọ̀dúnrún sọ̀wọ́ 40 ọkọ̀ tí yóò máa tọpinpin gbogbo alùpùpù 25 ọkọ̀ akẹ́rù ńlá 10 fún ti ètò ìbúra wọlé fún ti ààrẹ títún adìbòyàn nílẹ̀ yìí ìyún ni aṣíwájú bọ́lá tinubu tí ó wáyé lólùlulẹ̀ yá àbújá.
ilé ẹjọ́ tó ga jùlọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè ti fi ẹ̀yẹ wọ́n da ẹjọ́ kan lẹ́yìn tí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú pdp gbé wá sí iwájú rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tó fi ń pè fún wípé bí aṣíwájú bọ́lá ahmed tinubu àti kazeem shettima tó jẹ́ igbákejì ààrẹ tí àwọn èèyàn lẹ́yìn iṣẹ́ ìdìbò yẹn ti kópa níbi ètò ìdìbò ọjọ́ kẹẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n oṣù kejì ọdún yìí èyí ètò ìdìbò ààrẹ ló jẹ́ èyí tí ò bójúmu ilé ẹjọ́ ọ̀hún níbi ìdájọ́ rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tí àwọn àgbà ọ̀jẹ̀ adájọ́ náà gbé kalẹ̀ létí onídàájọ́ àdàmú járò tí ó síwájú wọn tó sì ka ìdájọ́ ọ̀hún sábà wípé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú pdp ò lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti máa yọnu sọ́sọ́ sí ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú apc débi wípé ó tún wá ń gbé wá síwájú ilé ẹjọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀mọ̀láyà o ilé ẹjọ́ tó ga yìí lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà wá ní bí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú pdp ti pè fún kí wọ́n yọ ọwọ́ kílàǹkó kazeem shettima kúrò níbi bó ti yẹ kó dupò ètò òṣèlú ní ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú apc níbàámu pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ti ní wọ́n kéde rẹ̀ lọ́nà méjì gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdíje ló jẹ́ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú apc tó sì yẹ tí kò sì yẹ kí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú pdp ó tiẹ̀ dá sí i tí wò ma ilé ẹjọ́ tó ga jùlọ wá ní bẹ́gbẹ́ òṣèlú pdp ti yọnu sọ́sọ́ sí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú apc tó tún wá lórí láyà láti gbé wá síwájú ilé ẹjọ́ títí tó fi dé ilé ẹjọ́ tó ga jùlọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà ló jẹ́ wípé ó ti ṣe subordination tó sì ní kí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú pdp kó lọ san mílíọ̀nù 2 torí wípé ó yọnu sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ léyìí tí ò kàn án.
Makanaki. ọmọ mi ìyẹ̀rú òkín ò máa ṣètọ́jú ìwọ náà. ẹgbọ́n bá mi wọ́n lára òmókun ó ṣe ń ṣe ní ìrìn náà ni. ìgbọ̀n ara ò máa san mi iṣan ara ń fà mí so oríkèéríkèé ara ń dùn mí ìbàdí kò wí ìgbàrúkọ jẹ́ tèmi. ilé rí dáadáa láì sí ìdàgbà tó bẹ́ẹ̀. gbogbo oògùn tí mò ń lò ló ń já sí pàbó. mo ti fọ̀rọ̀ yíwọ àwọn èèyàn. ohun tí wọ́n sọ ni pé ó lọ rí gbòógì mustif capsule. wọ́n ní ògùn lọ́gbọ̀ngbò gbòógì tó kápá gbogbo àmì tẹ́ ń rí ni. lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ni mo ti yá lọ bá yín rà. ẹ gbà ẹ máa gbé e lura kára yín wà pa wà kándọ̀ padà. òun ṣe ìjẹ́rìí ọmọ mi. mustif capsule ó wà káàkiri ibi tí wọ́n ti ń ta ojúlówó oògùn nílùú Òṣogbo. mustif capsule wà ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ olúwa pharmacy dada estate. ó tún wà ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ olúwa ní ìsàlẹ̀ àró. ìyanu ni olúwa pharmacy ní Ọ̀ṣun capital hotel building. abọ́ pharmacy tó wà ní ajégúnlẹ̀ road àti ní òkè fíà. mustif capsule wà nílùú Òṣogbo Iléṣà ilé Ifẹ̀ Ìkirè Ẹdẹ àti nílùú Ìwó. iléeṣẹ́ tìmẹ́tayọ tradomedical Nigeria limited ló ń ṣe mustif capsule jáde. láti mọ pharmacy tí mustif capsule wà ládùúgbò yín ẹ pè 08103369434.
ìgbónogó di ọba wọn nílé àparí. kẹ̀mbẹ́ wọ̀lú Sokoto ẹ̀rìmọ̀. owó Global Investment Nigeria Limited dé ọba fún gbogbo àwọn oníbùsùn káàkiri àgbáyé. wọ́n tún jẹ́ alábàáṣepọ̀ tó tọ́ authorized business partner fún iléeṣẹ́ mọ́kànfọ́. àwọn ẹ̀dọ̀kí fọ́ọ̀mù alálòpẹ́ kánìkẹ́sẹ̀ yàtọ̀ sí àwọn fọ́ọ̀mù akọ́dúnrọ́rọ́ bá dúdú wẹ́kẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń tà níbẹ̀. different sizes of form bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí lọ́pọ̀ yanturu. nílò bẹ́sìt àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́lẹ́dí wọ́n pèsè tó bá yẹ tẹ kó sọgbà. àwọn ni wọ́n tún ṣe omi inú ọ̀rá tó gbà tọrọ kan. owó blood pure water. àtọ́mi ní ike tó dára tẹ́ next table water. bákan náà ni wọ́n ń tawọ́ ẹni ọlọ́kọ̀ òjọ́kọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọtí ẹlẹ́rìn dòdò níbẹ̀. ilé iṣẹ́ owó blọ̀ ń wá alágbàtà fún mọ́kànfọ̀n báyìí o. iye tí ilé iṣẹ́ mọ́kànfọ̀n gbé àwọn ọjà yìí jáde náà láwọn gbé fún yín pẹ̀lú kọmíṣán ti yín. wọ́n wà ní mọ́kà building beside senator fasemi house the day state Òṣogbo Asun state telephone 08033974110. owó blog Global Investment Nigeria Limited ẹ̀yin lọ́gá gbogbo wọn.
báàmì ẹ kúlé o. ọmọ mi ẹ̀rọ kí o máa ṣètọ́jú ìwọ náà. ẹgbẹ́ báàmì ó lọ́ra òwòkun bó ṣe ń ṣe ní ìrìn náà ni. ìgbọ̀nra ò máa san mi. iṣan ara ń fà mí so. oríkèéríkèé ara ń dùn mí. ìbàdí kò wí ìgbàrúkọ jẹ́ tèmi. ní ilé rí dáadáa. láì sí ìdàgbà tó bẹ́ẹ̀. gbogbo oògùn tí mò ń lò ló ń já sí pàbó. mo ti fọ̀rọ̀ yí àwọn èèyàn. ohun tí wọ́n sọ ni pé ó lọ rí gbòógì mustif capsule. wọ́n ní ògùn lọ́gbọ̀n gbòógì tó kápá gbogbo àmì tó rí ni. lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ makanaki mo ṣe àmì díẹ̀ tó fi gbé tọ́pù rò ní. gbèrú rẹ̀ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kọjá mo tún fa sọ́sẹ́ǹsì lọ. ká ní tẹ́lẹ̀ ni n ti pààrọ̀ fóònù bíi ẹ̀mẹ́fà wo fóònù rí ó gbó kórè ní. Òṣogbo àti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lápapọ̀ ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀. ilé-iṣẹ́ top success orúkọ tá a fi gègé wúrà kọ. nípa ká tojúlówó ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ àtàwọn èròjà rẹ̀. tó fi márùn èlò létí ní iná ti balẹ̀ bàgẹ́ sílùú Òṣogbo. bóun lè ṣe fẹ́ sí kò sírúfẹ́ ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ tó dójúlówó. àtàwọn èròjà rẹ̀ tó jẹ́ fọ́lọ́kọ́ọ̀mù tá ẹ̀ ní bá ní top success. tó fi márùn èlò létí ní iná bíi tẹlifíṣàn sọ́gbà wúrà jáde sunbẹ̀. gbẹ̀dú tó milẹ̀ títì. fìríjì air conditioner. wọ́n sì masínì jẹnẹrétọ̀ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. ẹ̀dùnwó tó wálẹ̀ jùlọ. o sì lera fóònù àti ẹlẹtírónìkì tó máa gbé lọ lé tó sì máa sanwó díẹ̀. má sì gbàgbé bó o ṣe ń wọlé rajà ló tún máa tẹ́wọ́ gbẹ̀bú gbẹ̀gbẹ̀gbẹ̀. máa bọ̀ wá sí top success plaza tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ first bank ayétòrò ìkìlú road nílùú Òṣogbo 08028885576 kàsí topsuccess.ng.
ẹ káàbọ̀ padà orí ètò yìí ètò ọ̀gá ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún náà ní àwà ọ̀dọ̀ ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari oyin èmi wà báyìí o ní báyìí tí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ti mú ààrẹ tuntun adìbòyàn nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà eléyìí tí ó gba ìpín ìdàkóso lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ yìí ní aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Tinubu lọ káàkiri ilé ìjọba lólùlùlẹ̀ yá Àbújá ààrẹ Buhari àti Tinubu ni wọ́n dìjọ gúnlẹ̀ sí gbọ̀ngàn ìpàdé àwọn oníròyìn lọ́wọ́ àgbègbè kọjá ìṣẹ́jú méjìdínlógún ọ̀sán àná lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n kírun jímọ̀ tán ní mọ́sálásí ńlá tó wà nílé ìjọba léyìí tó sì fi àwọn gbọ̀ngàn tí yóò ti wọ́n bá àwọn oníròyìn ṣèpàdé hàn eléyìí ló tún ti ṣe àkọ́kọ́ tí wọ́n ti fi dìjọ wà nílé ìjọba lólùlùlẹ̀ yí Àbújá èyí ló tó wáyé lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ kejì tí ààrẹ Buhari gbé ìjọba lé Tinubu lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí aláṣẹ àti ọ̀gágun gbogbo ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ti igbákejì ààrẹ Adébóyàn Kazeem Shettima lọ́wọ́ ní gbọ̀ngàn ńlá ilé ìjọba Abíọ́dún bẹ́ẹ̀ ò bá gbàgbé pé oníjẹta ni igbákejì ààrẹ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Yẹmí Ọ̀ṣínbàjò tí kò mú Shettima lọ káàkiri gbogbo apá ibi tó yẹ kó mọ̀ nílé ìjọba tó jẹ́ ti igbákejì ààrẹ àtàwọn ibòmíì táwọn aṣáájú ilẹ̀ yìí tí ohun gbogbo wọn sì mọ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ tún láwọn aṣáájú lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí tó ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ gbọ́ sórí àlééfà tẹ́wọ́ gba àwọn ìwé àti ohun gbogbo tó yẹ ṣáájú ọ̀tún láti ààrẹ Buhari yóò fa ìkú ìdàkóso ilé wọn lọ pátápátá nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ní Tinubu ti gbà ládùúrà kí Èdùmàrè fi ìlera pípé kó fi ta ọ̀nà rẹ̀ láti yanjú onírúurú ìpèníjà ilé tó ń ba ilẹ̀ ìfẹ́ra ó tún lè jẹ́ kí àlá àti èròǹgbà rẹ̀ ṣẹ ọgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló sọ pé àfojúsùn òun gẹ́gẹ́ bí ààrẹ kò ṣẹ̀yìn títẹ àwọn ìwà àbàjẹ́ rì kí àwọn ìwà àjẹbánu eléyìí tó gbogbo láwùjọ kó di àfẹ́yìn tí egun fi sọ Tinubu wá rọ àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà láti gbárùkù ti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC lórí ìtẹ̀síwájú rere eléyìí tó ní lákàá fún ilẹ̀ yìí kí ohun gbogbo kó bà ní báradọ́gba.
tó àwọn akọrin òótọ́ tó ti wọ́n ga àwọn mílíọ̀nù mẹ́tàdínlógún náírà lẹ́yìn tí ilé ẹjọ́ ní kí wọ́n lọ san o látàrí wípé wọ́n gbé ẹjọ́ kan tó jẹ́ òfúùtù fẹ́tẹ̀ tí ò nítumọ̀ pa lọ síwájú ilé ẹjọ́ pé kó pàṣẹ dídá ètò ìbúra wọlé fún aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu àti sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Kazeem Shettima gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn adarí tuntun lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí. ilé ẹjọ́ gíga ìjọba àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí kan tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Àbújá ló ti ní kí àwọn kan tí wọ́n pẹ̀jọ́ àti agbẹjọ́rò wọn kí wọ́n lọ pawọ́pọ̀ san owó tuntun mílíọ̀nù mẹ́tàdínlógún náírà nítorí irúfẹ́ ẹjọ́ tí wọ́n gbé wá síwájú ilé ẹjọ́ pé bí ìgbà tán màmá wa fi àsìkò ilé ẹjọ́ ṣòfò ni torí wípé ẹjọ́ ọ̀hún kò nítumọ̀ pa bí ti wù ọ́ mọ́. onídàájọ́ James Ọmọ́tọ̀ṣọ́ tó gbé ìdájọ́ ọ̀hún kalẹ̀ sábàá wípé kí àwọn èèyàn òun lọ san owó tuntun mílíọ̀nù mẹ́wàá náírà fún ààrẹ tuntun táwọn èèyàn ilẹ̀ yìí ṣe dìbò yàn èèyàn aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Tinubu kí wọ́n sì tún san mílíọ̀nù márùn-ún náírà fún ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC tó jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn tí wọ́n pè lẹ́jọ́ pẹ̀lú àfikún wípé kí àwọn agbẹjọ́rò méjèèjì èèyàn Daniel Eloma àti ẹnìkejì rẹ̀ kí wọ́n lọ san mílíọ̀nù kọ̀ọ̀kan náírà sí àpò ilé ẹjọ́ látàrí wípé wọ́n mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ wá fi àsìkò ilé ẹjọ́ ọ̀hún ṣòfò nítorí ẹjọ́ tí ò nídìí tó gbé wá síwájú ilé ẹjọ́ náà ni.
lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ okòwò oníròyìn eléyìí ti jáde o Abíọ́dún àjọ alówólódù lágbàáyé uni IMF ti rọ ìjọba titun ààrẹ adìbòyàn nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà lábẹ́ ìdarí sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Bọ́lá Tinubu láti gbé ọ̀kan òjọ̀kan ìgbésẹ̀ fi jẹ́ kí nǹkan rú gọ́gọ́ sí i ní ti ọ̀nà ìpawówọlé lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí. aṣojú láti ọ́fíìsì àjọ IMF nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà Harry Eisen tó ṣètò lójú eégún ọ̀rọ̀ yìí níbi ìpàdé kan lórí ipò tí ọ̀rọ̀ gbèsè orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà dé dúró tó gba ìjọba tuntun tó ṣe ń bọ́ sórí àlééfà níyànjú láti wá ojútùú sí bí àdínkù yóò ṣe bá gbèsè tí ilẹ̀ yìí jẹ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìnáwó gbogbo gẹ́gẹ́ bí Eisen ṣe wí láti yanjú gbogbo kùdìẹ̀kudiẹ tó rọ̀ mọ́ gbèsè tílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà jẹ òun ló ṣe pàtàkì láti mọ ohun gbogbo tó bá ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ìpawówọlé àti ẹ̀náwó kò ṣàìsàn yanya pé ọ̀pọ̀ nǹkan ló ti bàjẹ́ kọjá là látàrí pé owó tíjọba àpapọ̀ náà olókọjá owó tó ń pàwọlé lọ́gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló tún ṣe lálàyé pé ohun tó ṣe pàtàkì níbẹ̀ ni pé kí àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó rọ̀gbọ̀ lé ọ̀nà ìpawówọlé rẹ̀ láti lè máa ṣàmójútó ohun gbogbo tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ètò ìnáwó nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tiẹ̀ Olivia Kruger tó jẹ́ olùwádìí lábẹ̀tọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ètò ìṣúná nílé iṣẹ́ kan nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tó máa ń sọ́nà fún ìlò ìmẹ̀rọ lóró ìjọba tuntun tó fẹ́ gorí oyè láti wá ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ à ń ṣòwò kúmọ̀kúmọ̀ tàbí kíkówó jẹ láàrin àwọn aláṣẹ àjọ ohun gbogbo nílẹ̀ yìí. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Kruger ní ẹgbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀rún ó ní ìjọba dàlú ẹ̀ka ètò ọrọ̀ ajé tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ohun tí gbogbo èèyàn ń sọ káàkiri àti wípé báwọn tọ́rọ̀ kàn ṣe ń ná owó ọ̀gàn olómọ̀ṣàkóbá o fún ètò ọrọ̀ ajé èyí tó fa ọ̀wọ́n gbogbo lórí ọjà gbogbo nílẹ̀ yìí.
aya ààrẹ lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n bọ́ aṣọ agbára sílẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ajé ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí èèyàn arábìnrin Aisha Buhari ti ní ó ṣe pàtàkì o kí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ò tún èrò rẹ̀ pa lórí bí ó ti máa fún àwọn aya rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ń kógbá sílẹ̀ láwọn ẹ̀tọ́ kan bíi sísan owó fẹ̀yìntì pípèsè ọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ àti ṣíṣe ètò ìtọ́jú ìlera tó péye fún àwọn aya ààrẹ tí wọ́n bá ti jẹ́ lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. arábìnrin Buhari ló sọ̀rọ̀ yìí níbi ètò ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìwé kan lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ṣe lórúkọ àwọn aya ààrẹ tó ti jẹ́ lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. níbẹ̀ ló ti ké tantan pé ohun tó lédè Nàìjíríà máa ń ṣe fún àwọn aya ààrẹ tó ti jẹ́ lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà rí kò tọ́ torí wípé wọn ò ní àwọn àlàkalẹ̀ ètò àǹfààní táwọn aya ààrẹ náà lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ sí lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n bá ti kúrò lọ́fíìsì. arábìnrin Aisha Buhari tó tọ́ka sí onírúurú àwọn tí àwọn aya ààrẹ náà ń kojú lásìkò ètò ìṣèjọba àwọn ọkọ wọn tó ṣàlàyé wípé àbíkẹ́ ilẹ̀ nàìjíríà náà mọ ya owó kan sọ́tọ̀ lẹ́yìn tí ó mọ̀ san gẹ́gẹ́ bí owó fẹ̀yìntì fún àwọn tó jẹ́ aya ààrẹ tó ti jẹ lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe àwọn ẹ̀tọ́ bíi ríra àwọn ọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ ṣíṣe ó ń gbọ̀wọ́ ètò ìlera tó péye fún wọn pẹ̀lú fífún wọn láwọn nǹkan kan àtàwọn nǹkan kan tó fi mọ́ nǹkan kan tí yóò jẹ́ kí wọ́n túbọ̀ mọ̀ gbé ayé gbádùn lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n bá ti kúrò lórí ipò ní àsìkò ọ̀hún.
ẹni ọ̀wọ̀ fr Matthias opera ní papamọ́ra nípínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún àrígbọ́pọ̀ òpópónà ẹ̀jẹ̀mẹ̀kọ̀ gbàkù tó so ògùtà àti ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ mbàtòlì tó wà lágbègbè Imo ó làwọn ajínigbé ọ̀hún ti kó nígbèkùn ọ̀kan lára àwọn èèyàn tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀hún ṣojú wọn sọ fún àwọn oníròyìn pé lákò tí àlùfáà ọ̀hún wakọ̀ tó ṣẹ́rí padà sí Òwèrì tí ń ṣèlú ìlú ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún lẹ́yìn tó kúrò níbi ètò ìsìnkú bàbá ojúgbà rẹ̀ kan tó dolóògbé lágbègbè Izombo níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ògùtà ni wọ́n ti kó nígbèjò làwọn ajínigbé ni wọ́n kó ní papamọ́ra lọ́pọ̀pọ̀nà èjìmẹ́kù pẹ̀lú àwọn tí wọ́n dìjọ wà nínú ọkọ̀ kan náà olùdarí àgbà ètò ìròyìn ìjọ kátólíìkì ní Òwèrì ẹni ọ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀fà Raymond Ogu olófìdí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ múlẹ̀ ẹ rántí pé lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá ni àwọn agbébọn ni wọ́n jí àlùfáà ìjọ kátólíìkì Christ the King Ezinachi Luguagu níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Òkìgbè Jude Madraka Gbèsàlọ̀ àti àlùfáà St Paul's Parish ní Osu ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Isi Alambano ẹni ọ̀wọ̀ fr Michael Somuga ni wọ́n kò náà nígbèkùn.
tó gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Kaduna ọ̀gbẹ́ni Nasiru El-Rufai ti ṣe àlàyé tó sì ṣèlérí wípé títí tọ́fíìsì ó fi rẹ́yìn akọ̀wé òun lòun ọmọ máa fọwọ́ sí júwèé ilé fún àwọn tó jẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ ọba nípínlẹ̀ Kaduna gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Kaduna ọ̀tún ti mú ìlérí rẹ̀ ṣẹ o ní bó ti ní kí akọ̀wé ilé asòfin nípínlẹ̀ Kaduna ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bello Idris akọ̀wé àgbà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ìjọba kan ọ̀gbẹ́ni Yakubu Yunusa àti akọ̀wé àjọ tó bójú tọ́rọ̀ ìdàgbàsókè ètò okòwò ọ̀gbẹ́ni Francis Koza kí wọ́n máa gba ilé wọn lọ àtẹ̀jáde kan látọwọ́ olùdámọ̀ràn pàtàkì fún gómìnà El-Rufai èèyàn ọ̀gbẹ́ni Múyìwá Adékẹyè tó fi síta ló ṣàlàyé wípé gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Kaduna tó ti fi ọwọ́ sí ìfẹ̀yìntì ní dandan fún ọ̀gbẹ́ni Stephen Joseph tó jẹ́ akọ̀wé àgbà iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba kan nípínlẹ̀ náà tí kò sì sí ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé gan pàtó lórí ìdí tí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Kaduna lábẹ́ àkóso Nasiru El-Rufai fi fọwọ́ sí júwèlé fáwọn àgbà òṣìṣẹ́ ọba nípínlẹ̀ náà bákan náà níbi àgbékalẹ̀ ètò ìdàgbàsókè láti fẹ ojú àwọn ìlú ńláńlá lẹ́yìn tí gómìnà El-Rufai gbé kalẹ̀ nípínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún ni gómìnà tẹ́lẹ̀ nípínlẹ̀ Kano sínétọ̀ Rabiu Kwankwaso ti sísọ lójú ọjà tuntun Ngwawuni àti ilé ẹ̀kọ́ kan tó wà lárọ̀ọ́wọ́tó ọjà ọ̀hún pẹ̀lú ojú ọ̀nà Emir ní ìpínlẹ̀ Kaduna bẹ́ẹ̀ tún ni alága fìdíhẹ́rí fẹ́gbẹ́ òṣèlú APC tó jẹ́ ọmọ níbi ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun olóyè Bísí Àkàndé náà sísọ lójú àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe lẹ́yìn tá a ti rí iṣẹ́ ojú ọjà bídà tíjọba fẹ́ lójú sí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ara àlàkalẹ̀ ètò ìdàgbàsókè nípínlẹ̀ Kaduna.
nípínlẹ̀ Imo àwọn agbébọn ti dẹ́mi orí adé agbègbè Osogodo níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ògùtà nípínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún légbodò ìyẹn ní Eze Victor Ejoma àti orí adé agbègbè Ngbele níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ògùtà àrígbámọ̀rò yìí fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ pé àwọn orí adé méjèèjì ọ̀hún ó làwọn agbébọn ṣekú pa nínú ìkọlù méjì ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ lọ́jọ́bọ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń tẹnubodò yìí àrígbọ́ pé inú ọkọ̀ kan lára àwọn ọba aláyé ọ̀hún ni wọ́n pa sí lágbègbè Ìzòbò níbi tí àwọn onísùnmọ̀mí tó ti gbé dáná sùn àtúrí gbọ́ pé lóríta Muamaka ó ní àwọn ajínigbé ọ̀hún ti lọ sùnàdé orí adé Ozu Obodo tí wọ́n sì yìn lọ́rùn pa sínú ọkọ̀ rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bí ara àwọn apààyàn ọ̀hún ti kú ọba aláyé náà kò tẹ́ lọ́rùn tó ti lọ dáná sun sínú ọkọ̀ náà nígbà tó fìdí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀hún múlẹ̀ ní agbẹnusọ iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ Imo Ẹ̀rí Òkòyè sọ pé ọ̀gá àgbà ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún Mohammed Bade ti ṣèfilọ́lẹ̀ ìkọ̀kan ò tí yóò náwó gan àwọn ẹni afurasí ọ̀daràn náà pẹ̀lú pé ètò ààbò tó ti dúró wámúwámú láwọn agbègbè tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀hún ti ṣẹ̀ kọ́kàn àwọn ará ìlú lè balẹ̀ àti pàápàá fífi dá wọn lójú pé ọ̀wọ́ yóò ti àwọn ọ̀bàyéjẹ́ ẹ̀dá tó lọ dẹ́mi àwọn orí adé ọ̀hún légbodò agbẹnusọ iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ọ̀hún abẹnu àtẹ́lù ìwà apààyàn táwọn ọ̀bàyéjẹ́ ẹ̀dá ọ̀hún wù tó sì tún ti ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò láti lọ ṣàwárí àwọn onísùmọ̀mí ọ̀hún kí wọ́n sì rí pé wọ́n jó làbà níwájú.
tó ẹjẹ́ lọ sábàlá lójú tèmi lábàlá lójú àmì ẹjẹ́ ká kú sọ lọ sí abala eré ìdárayá wọ́n ti jáde lábàlá lójú tèmi ẹjẹ́ lọ sábàlá eré ìdárayá fi àyẹ̀wò ìròyìn lẹ́yìn tí a kọ fún àwọn aráalé gbọ́ nípa bí orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà àti ilẹ̀ brazil yóò ti kojú ara wọn ní alẹ́ òní níbi ìdíje ife ẹ̀yẹ àgbáyé láàrin àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù tí ọjọ́ orí wọn wà lábẹ́ 20 ọdún olùkọ́ ikọ̀ agbábọ́ọ̀lù flying eagles ilẹ̀ yìí ladamboso ti ní ẹ̀wò orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà ọmọ bẹnu ilẹ̀ brazil rárá pẹ̀lú bí ìdíje ọ̀hún yóò ti wáyé lálẹ́ tòní pápá ìṣeré estadio unico diego maradona La Plata ó yẹ kó rántí dẹun ibẹ̀ gan ni ìdíje ọ̀hún yóò ti wáyé lálẹ́ tòní láago 7 lẹ́yìn tí ó jẹ́ pé àsìkò kan náà ni ìdíje náà ó máa wáyé láàrin ikọ̀ agbábọ́ọ̀lù orílẹ̀-èdè Italy àti Dominican Republic tí wọ́n jọ wà nínú ìpín kẹrin ẹ̀wọ̀n ti pé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ò tí ì fi ìgbà kankan fi ẹ̀yẹ ikọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Brazil tí wọ́n wà lábẹ́ 20 ọdún bẹ́lẹ̀ nínú ìdíje ife ẹ̀yẹ àgbáyé látìgbà tó ti ń wáyé ṣùgbọ́n sá o Ladamboso ní òun lè fọwọ́ rẹ̀ sọ̀yà pé àwọn ò bẹ̀rù ikọ̀ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Brazil lálẹ́ ètò ní ẹja náà sábàlá lójú tèmi. tó lábàlá lójú tèmi láàárọ̀ yìí àti ẹ̀kọ́ kíra wa kú àyájọ́ àwa ògo wẹrẹ lágbàáyé àwa ògo wẹrẹ lẹ́yìn tí Kúnlé Sàlámì jẹ́ olórí wa akíra wa kú àyájọ́ ògo wẹrẹ gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa ògo wẹrẹ ti ń ṣe àjọyọ̀ wa kí ló yẹ kó jẹ́ ìgbésẹ̀ àti ìyànjú fún ìjọba olóríjorí àti oníkọ̀jíkọ̀ láti rí dájú pé wọ́n dìde gírí sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ògo wẹrẹ níwọ̀n ìgbà tí gbogbo àwùjọ gbà wípé ògo wẹrẹ gan ni ọjọ́ ọ̀la èyíkéyìí àwùjọ àti orílẹ̀-èdè kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ kí ni ohun tó yẹ kí ìjọba olóríjorí oníkọ̀jíkọ̀ àti gbogbo èèyàn láwùjọ yẹ ó gbé láti rí pé àtúmúra gírí sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ògo wẹrẹ tí ò ní fi sí ìpáyàlólo tàbí fóònù kúfọ̀láǹdé láàrin àwọn ògo wẹrẹ lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà nọ́mbà tí a lò láti fi lùjá sórí ètò lórọ̀ tòní náà ní 081 87 775777 081 87775777 ẹ kú ojúmọ́ o. ẹ ṣe orúkọ yín.
ẹ wò lélẹ̀ àtẹlẹyẹlé nínú ilé Ifẹ̀.
ẹ ṣeun.
ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ wọ̀nyẹn gan. ká kí wọn pé wọ́n kú ọdún.
ẹ ṣeun.
ká wá fà wọ́n létí kò tí ì sí nǹkan tó burú nù ká fà wọ́n létí. lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà wọ́n pẹ́ táwọn gan ṣe o.
àgbọ̀yé àgbọ̀yé.
ilé ìtọ́ ń ṣe gan láwọn ọ̀dọ́ gan ká sọ fún wa pé kò dáa. ọdún wọn la dẹ̀ ń ṣe àwọn dẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nù wọn aṣọ ìwọ̀kúwọ̀. irú ìṣekúṣe àtọ́jú rẹ gbogbo náà náà mọ nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí. dẹ̀ ká wá padà sọ́dọ̀ àwọn òbí. ká ṣàlàyé fáwọn náà. ibi onílé bá fojú létí ní ẹni tó máa ń tọ̀ náà. alọ́dọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la aláwọn ọmọ wọ̀nyí lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la ṣé bá a ṣe ń ṣe yìí náà ni. òun la yáwó tá a ti fẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè ìyàwó tó ń bẹ̀ yìí. àwa náà la dẹ̀ wá ń bẹ̀ àwa bàbá àwa nìyá àwa náà níjọba táwọn sọ yìí. àbí èèyàn àbáwọn ará òkè ló wá ṣèjọba lé wa lórí. dẹ̀ẹ́ká sọ fún àwùjọ wa náà eléyìí tó yẹ ká gbogbo wa jọ tọ̀pá ọ̀pọ̀ kájọ ṣe ẹ jẹ́ kí àjọ ṣe dáadáa. tó lórí tẹlẹ́mù wa àtọ́bá àtàrà ìlú àtàwọn tó wà níjọba kí gbogbo wa kéǹjì wa nílùú yìí ká ṣe tó dá káfẹ̀tọ́ rere ká fi wà rere lélẹ̀ ká fi ẹ̀kọ́ tó ti dáadáa lélẹ̀ àti ilé ìjọsìn gbogbo. àdúrà ni ó gbà mẹ́ẹ̀.
àmín ẹ ṣeun ẹja tó wọ ẹlòmíì 08187775777 08187775777 ẹ káàárọ̀ ó kọ yín. ẹ ṣeun.
ọlọ́pàá ìdílé gbàgbọ́ station.
tọ́ bó lè lójú yín.
ẹ̀rọ tí mo fẹ́ sọ pé alo.
agbọ́ yín o.
agbọ́yìn.
rédíò Ọ̀ṣun state ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ dáadáa ní àwọn gbádùn rédíò yẹn gbígbà wà pátápátá ó dà pé àwọn rédíò pẹ̀sẹ̀ kàtà 105.5 yẹn jẹ́ ọba àjàtúnṣe sí ẹjọ́.
104.5 ò ní iléeṣẹ́ rédíò títọ̀dọ̀ tí a kò dé 104.5 104.5 èyí sì kẹ́mọ̀ gbádùn rẹ̀ lọ. ẹ kú ojúmọ́.
ẹ kú ojúmọ́.
ẹ ló ẹ káàárọ̀ o 08187775777 ẹ káàárọ̀ o. ẹ ṣe owó kọ yín.
ọdún láti ìlú Èkìtì.
tọ́ àgbọ̀ yín o.
àyàkí ẹkú ètò.
ẹ ṣeun.
ìní ni ọjọ́ àyájọ́ àwọn ògo wẹrẹ. nípa ọlọ́run àwọn ògo wa wọ́n á dàgbàrà gbọ́ ọlọ́run.
àṣẹ.
àti mọ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé wọn.
àgbọ̀ yín o.
gẹ́gẹ́ mo ṣe sọ láti mọ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé wọn àti mo fẹ́ ayé wọn. èmi náà rọ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ náà pé kí wọ́n ti jẹ́jẹ́. gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ṣe sọ náà pé ọ̀dọ́ àwa ni òkú ọ̀la. kò yẹ kí èèyàn sọ pé òun lòkú ọ̀la kó a máa fi ọjọ́ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé kó a máa fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ kó a máa fi ṣeré. wọ́n ká jùlọ ẹ̀yẹ́ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa tó yẹ pé èèyàn dáhùn kan pé ṣé òun náà gbọ́ ojú ọ̀dọ́ náà lòun ẹni wọn ti fi láti jókòó síbẹ̀ tán fi wọn fún ọ̀gá mọ oríṣiríṣi kan tí wọ́n ṣe kẹ́ tí ọlọ́run ló ń lò sí. tí àwọn ìlànà fẹ́ sọ fún òkú ọ̀la wọ́n ní àdúrà àwọn òbí náà káwọn náà ká tọ́ àwọn ọmọ wọn bí ìlú ní tọ́ ọmọ rẹ ó lè fọ nísìnyí ó gbàdúrà lórúkọ Jésù àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa wọn nípa wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
àmín ẹ ṣeun ẹja tún wọ ẹlòmíì 08187775777 08187775777 ẹ ti wà lójú òpó ẹ kú ojúmọ́. ẹ ṣe orúkọ yín. ẹ ṣeun.
orúkọ mi ni Alhaji Dáúdà Adémọlá láti ilé ìyálóde ọjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan lóṣogbo. àkọ́kọ́ a kí àwọn ìwé ẹ̀rọ ọjà tí wọ́n sọ̀pọ̀ ọdún láyé. ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ìwé tí mo kọ́ fẹ́ sọ ń bẹ̀ ni wípé bàbá tí ọ̀gbọ́n ọmọ wípé pẹ́ ń ta nínú ilé lọ́yẹ fún bá bàbá ọ̀hún. àwọn ìwé tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọn yìí ìwà àbàjẹ́ pọ̀ a sì rí pé látọwọ́ inú ilé gan ló ti wá. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ ẹlòmíì gan aṣọ tí ó rà fọmọ rẹ̀ aṣọ tí wọ́n tọ́ yẹ kọ́ báyàn nú jẹ́ ni. síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ wọ́n kọ̀ǹtínú láti máa rà wọ́n ní ìgbà tí ó wà làwọn ń lò. ó yẹ ká kọ́ṣà ara wa lórí ìyẹn. ẹ̀ẹ́kejì mo mọ̀ kí ìyàwó Buhari o pé ó ní táwọn bá tó ń lọ bí wọ́n bá ti ń gbọ́kọ̀ fáwọn kọ́ ọmọ gbélé fáwọn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. gbogbo ìṣẹ́ sọ ọdún mẹ́jọ ṣe lẹ́yìn òkú wa ni ṣé báwọn kan ní wọ́n 1,500 tí wọ́n fi jẹ lórílẹ̀‐èdè tí wọn ò rí. síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ wọ́n tún fẹ́ kó dúkìá lọ tó ṣe pẹ̀lẹ́ o.
tó ẹ ṣeun ẹja tún wo ohun tí ẹlòmíín sọ 08187775777 ẹjẹ àwọn èèyàn kan sí kí a tún mọ kúrò ní orí ètò lọ́rọ̀ yìí ẹ kú ojúmọ́ o. ẹ káàárọ̀ orúkọ yín.
orúkọ tèmi ni àrò ọláòyè láti fún adéjìrè ẹgbà rẹ.
tó abẹ́rẹ́.
mo kí gbogbo ọ̀dọ́ káàkiri àgbáyé tí wọ́n kú àyájọ́ ọdún wọn ẹni wọn sọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀. nítorí ẹlẹ́yìn ṣèwé rí. bí ìbá gbàgbé nígbà tá a wà ní ọmọdé bẹ̀rẹ̀ tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe dírẹ́ǹdì a wà fẹsẹ̀ rìn lọ sí secondary school tó dènà sí wa láti lọ celebrate pẹ̀lú wọn ní agbára ọlọ́run ẹ̀mí wọn kù. sáńtà rí pé ọjọ́ ọ̀la oníkájà fún ká má kánjú gbọ́dọ̀ má kánjú ká ní sùúrù ká dẹ̀ rí perfect education wọn.
ẹ ṣeun ẹjẹ abamọ báwọn fún ti ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí lórí ètò káyé gbọ́ ọjọ́ ajé ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ ní ẹ̀ tó pàdé àwọn ojúgbà wa lórí àkọ́tún ètò lórúkọ olóòtú àgbà fẹ́tò yìí Abímbọ́lá Babátúndé Mọ́túnráyọ̀ Ayégbáyọ̀ ní olóòtú Abíọ́dún Babádíyà ń lo ọkọ̀ tèmítẹ́nì kejì ní.
Abídèmí ọ̀dẹ́rinu tí mo ní ẹja máa gba àlàáfíà láàyè nínú gbogbo tí a bá ń ṣe kárántí pé àlàáfíà báyìí ní ọ̀pákùtẹ̀lẹ̀ ìdàgbàsókè àwùjọ tó dúró ó dàbọ̀.
What does fast internet mean to you? Fast internet means being able to work efficiently online, having the ability to contact family and friends, the ability to stream and download my favorite music and videos. At iWorld Network, we provide super fast and unlimited internet to your home and workplace. Our service is 6 times faster with real internet speed. We offer a 24/7 customer service to keep you satisfied. Go on now and connect to iWorld Networks and enjoy unlimited data.
Chat with us on www.iwn.ng or contact us on +234 808 800 8988 +234 808 800 8988.
iWorld Networks, connecting possibilities.
Yes! Strut off! OSBC Radio 214.5 to the world! Yeah man, state of Ashu. Yes, you must come by my car, never do this. Yes, strut up fire sentiment. OSBC Radio. Voice of the West OSBC Radio. Voice of the West I wanna feel the fire. Yes, I see. Once I know what you can show. Don't worry, through my road you pray. I always listen when you know I do 4.5. Don't worry, settle the truth pray. I always listen, I'm the voice of the West, I will say. Going by the road to shop it, how wide I reach. I wanna with them on that when they pass it. Every time I will take and leave. Yes, no, you don't know me in poverty. OSBC will educate me. OSBC will quality me. We are number one on the entertainment. Fire sentiment. Yo, it's with my best of radio programming. 100% entertainment. Qualitative news, information as a brain. Yes, but every yes, it's still OSBC Radio 2.5.
Still listening to OSBC Radio 104.5 FM, Voice of the West, Nigeria. Coming up next on our program is Breakfast Train.
Breakfast Train on OSBC Radio 105.5 FM is the people's show. Our breakfast train filled with good delicacies for your consumption. We assure you of the dull moments from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. every Saturday morning. You'll meet our guests on the show. You listen to Karen Guidance Phone in all immediately. Health talk, fashion, trends, talent talks, and all of this. Breakfast train every Saturday morning. You can beat no feelings.
Good morning, everyone. It's another beautiful Saturday morning. Today, this 27th day in the month of May 2023. We want to thank you and commend you for staying tuned to today's prime station in this part, the Voice of the West. My name is Adetola Adegbite. And with me on the show this morning,
it's a special day for children, for those who are children.
Are you
who are children?
To those who are children. Thank God I'm one of them.
Those who are children.
Thank God I'm one of them.
It's not a day for grandpas, for grandmas. Not that they are not supposed to celebrate, but it's meant for those of us that are young.
Those of you that are young. Are you among those people?
Those of us that are still very active and very.
Can you recite the national anthem, please? When you say for those of you that are still
young.
Oh yeah, recite the national anthem.
The national anthem.
The second stanza, please.
It's for everybody. It's for
do
everybody.
What I ask you now.
My name is Benga.
I know you are Benga. Please do what I ask you to do.
On board.
Recite the second stanza of the national anthem.
It's breakfast.
I know now. We are celebrating the children.
Yes,
and you are among Gabi. You are not one of them, Shay.
Where's our meal?
Oh yeah, recite it now.
Where's
the second stanza of
where is our meal?
I said the second stanza of breakfast.
Yes, 27th day of the month of May. Every year is a special day. Okay, back in those days, at the stadium, the national stadium, you see the military band. Always a colorful, exciting season and experiences back in those days. Well, there was a season insecurity and other challenges would not allow Nigeria to have it the way it used to be, but I think the situation is getting better little by little.
Yeah.
Because across the country there are governments of states and that will come today in Osun. There's going to be an event at the stadium, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is the belief that Nigeria will still become great again.
Amen.
Will still become great again.
Amen.
Now we are having in the studio today the leaders of tomorrow, the presidents of tomorrow, the governors of tomorrow, the commissioners of tomorrow,
ministers of tomorrow.
the ministers of tomorrow. And we believe, listening to them this morning, we assist us to have an idea of how to guide them better. And we believe that it will be an opportunity for them too to hear from us, the adults, that there is still hope in Nigeria. There's still hope. So what other things do we have?
On the tray this morning.
Besides, mommy in the house.
Yes, there's a guest.
There should be special delicacy.
I said something last week Saturday when we were on this show.
Yes.
I said you should get in touch with the producer of this program.
Today's Children's Day, for crying out loud.
She's in charge. Only what you're doing, and you know.
Today's Children's Day, for crying out loud.
The presenter being the family.
Okay. Can we have kitchen corner first to start with? Can we? All right.
Okay. On the show this morning we have beauty tips. There is a business trend, also the entertainment gist with Faith Olagunju. Etiquette is there. Then the kitchen corner with Olulokpe Ajanapo. I didn't know whether she has a very special delicacy for us, for this special thing, for the children, I think. So until...
You know, that's my favorite segment.
Which one?
Of course, you know now.
Which one, man? Mention it now. Which one is your favorite?
The powerhouse of every family.
Which one?
And the kitchen.
I didn't know. I want you to talk now. Say it loud and clear so I can hear you properly.
Which one?
All right, no wahala. The guest in the studio with us, Mrs. Adeola Olagoke. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, ma'am.
Binga.
Yes, Mrs. Olagoke is a teacher, and let our people know a little more about you while you're here.
Good morning, listeners at home. My name is Adeola Olagoke. I'm a teacher and parent.
Secondary school, primary school?
It's a primary school of a primary school. I'm the head mistress of OSBC Model School.
All right. Before we go on to the issues, burning issues today, let me digress a little. This may sound funny, but I think you might get something from it. What does it take to be a teacher to nursery, primary school children? You know, as a father, sometimes, if not only father, even mother, sometimes parents generally, sometimes it could be a headache. all the wahalas, jumping up and down. Don't do this, sit down. The next minute they are standing up again. Oh, I thought I said you should sit down. What does it feel like? I mean, being a teacher to nursery, primary children, what does it feel like? You've been having this experience for years. How many times do you have a headache in a week?
Countless numbers of time that we teachers have headache in the school. It's a great task to be a teacher because teacher builds. We build pupils, we build students to become anything they want to be in life, and it's a great task for every teacher.
And you shout every time.
Yeah, we shout every time. That's our norms. It's a custom for teacher to shout. We shout every time because we are used to them.
Okay, so how do you do it that you don't become their enemy?
We don't become their enemy in the sense that we have been taught on how to train, how to play, how to apply any method for them in the education sector. We use play away method at times when we notice that this particular child needs this. At times we use another method in order to gain their attention to what we want to impart into their life. So we use diverse methods to bring them or for them to come together and for them to know what they are doing in school.
Within the hours they are with you in school, you are their father, you are their mother, but you have your own personal concerns. How do you marry these demands? You are also a mother. Your own children also need your attention, although they are in their own school, whatever it is. And here you are a father, you are a mother to other people's children. And sometimes you have your own personal headache. How do you do it that when you're in school, you don't allow your personal concerns and pains to affect you in taking care of them?
Thank you. There is time for everything. A time to work and a time to relax at home. When you come to school as a teacher, you know you are into the business. You know the business. All what you are bringing from home, you have to keep it. You are here for business as a teacher. So every method you want to use as a teacher is there for you. So you have to apply it and use it when you are in school for these children. And when you get back home, you have your own problem to solve again. That is why I said there is time for everything. So time to work and time to work for yourself. There is time for everything. When you are in school, you use your time as a teacher. When you get back home, you use your time as a parent to treat your family as well.
Okay, without listening to the student, there is no way of knowing how they are feeling and what they want to express. So why do you teachers respect the view of the student?
We need to respect their views because each person has his own rights under the law. So by the time you come to their level, be able to respect their view. Come, what is wrong? By the time we notice something, you know, as a teacher, we study psychology. So when we study, the help of psychology help us to discover and for them to express their thought. By the time they express their thought, their view, be able to come down to their level and guide them and tutor them the way they should.
So how do you handle those students that decided to say, but when the teacher said, like the way Gbenga just asked, when the teacher said sit down, the teacher said write something, the teacher said go and sleep, you know that's the time to give them time to rest.
Yes.
And you see this child standing up and down, playing around. How did you handle that? By beating them?
No, it's not every time that we beat.
Yeah.
At times you can be a counselor. We are counselors. Let me say we are counselors. We have to invite such child, a particular child. We know where and how can we assist this child to be able to be adapting to the environment or to be able to act to what the teacher is telling him or her, the child, to do.
Now we have some children in the house, and I think it would be good we take a listen to them. But before we do that, let's go on a short music break, and we'll be back.
Ọmọ fún mi bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere gbàdúrà fún mi ọmọ tẹ́ bá wùwà burúkú wá níyá rẹ̀ lọ́kọ ọmọ tẹ́ bá wùwà burúkú wá ní bàbá rẹ̀ lọ́kọ ìyá mi fọ̀nà tó dá mi láyé bàbá mi fi wá tó dá mi láyé ayé tí mo wà yìí kò máa yé mi o ẹ̀yin ni ọlọ́run kejì mi láàyè ìyàwó ẹ̀ṣọ́ rere tí wọ́n dára bàbá wa ẹ̀ṣọ́ rere tí wọ́n dára. Ìyá mi máa ṣeun rere àdúrà fún mi bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere àdúrà fún mi ọmọ tẹ́ bá wùwà burúkú wá ní ìyá rẹ̀ lọ́kọ ọmọ tẹ́ bá wùwà burúkú wá ní bàbá rẹ̀ lọ́kọ ìyá mi fọ̀nà tẹ́tà hàn mí láyé bàbá mi fi wá tẹ́tà hàn mí láyé ayé tí mo wà yìí kò máa yé mi o ẹ̀yin ni ọlọ́run kejì mi láàyè ìyàwó ẹ̀ṣọ́ rere bàbá wa ẹ̀ṣọ́ rere ìyàwó ẹ̀ṣọ́ rere tí wọ́n dára o bàbá wa ẹ̀ṣọ́ rere ìyá mi máa ṣọ́ rere bàbá mi ṣọ́ rere tí wọ́n dára o ìyàwó ẹ̀ṣọ́ rere bàbá mi máa ṣọ́ rere.
Okay, yes, very much. In the studio here, live on OSBC Radio 104.5 FM, Breakfast Trays a show, the magazine radio show. Today, 27th day of the month, May 2023, Children's Day celebration. And all over the world, this day is special. It comes with a theme. The theme for this year's Children's Day celebration is the rights and plights of children. We are not going to discuss it. We will leave the space for them to do justice to the conversation, because we should know our boundaries when children are talking.
And at times they will be correcting you. Oh, mommy, you are wrong. This word is pronounced this way.
That's it.
At times you be looking at yourself. Come, I went to school too.
Yeah.
Why are you like this now?
And when you don't know how to master your boundary, as a parent, when you don't know how to master your boundary, sometimes you regret it.
They correct the way they do the correction. It's somehow because they will talk to you as if
there's a late uncle of mine. He had an experience in the US. His child was born in the US, and sometimes children, they know more than you do. Like you said, that very day they were driving, and the girl kept telling Daddy, slow down. I think it was just the mother and the child that were there before he joined them, and the girl was saying, Daddy, slow down. He was not aware of the speed limit for that location.
Okay.
But this girl has been used to it, speed limit. And she kept saying, Daddy, slow down. And the man didn't know. You may be, even recently, the Bishop of Canterbury was arrested for where he was supposed to use 120 speed limit. He used 122, just 122 to 120. Imagine that. So even if the speed limit is 90 and use 91, they will arrest you. So the girl knew. But the dad goes, stop disturbing me, too quiet. I'm not speeding now. Nigerian dad. I'm not speeding now. The next thing he saw, he just had a siren behind him. And you know what that girl said? Mommy, I told you. I told you. So Well, we should learn to master our boundaries at times. We learn to give them the floor when they should have the floor. So in the studio, we have 3 children, beautiful children with us this morning. Tola, let's meet them.
All right, beside me, I have Jimo Ademola Abubakar. Am I right? Say good morning to people listening to you. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Don't worry, the microphone will swallow you. What class are you?
I'm in primary 3.
Primary 3. Okay.
Okay. Beside him, I have Kabirat. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Kabirat Adedino. Abi?
Adeoti.
All right.
So what class?
Say good morning. What class are you?
Primary 4.
Primary 4.
All right.
All right. And then to my right, I have Raphael. Raphael, good morning.
Good morning.
Raphael, what?
Okenira.
What class? Primary 3.
Primary 3.
So we have 2 primary 3 pupils and 1 primary 4 pupil.
Okay.
All right. So they are fully prepared to talk to us about something. What's
They
that?
are right.
All
They
right.
want to talk about their right.
Okay.
As the children's rights.
Okay.
All right. Let me start with Kabirat Adeoti. What do you have for us?
Good morning, listeners. My name is Adeoti Kabirat. Our topic for today is on child's rights. I will start with who is a child. A child is a person under the age of 18. Child's right. Firstly, all children have rights no matter who they are. This includes food, clothing, a safe place to live, education, and lots more. Secondly,
Okay, go on.
every children has the right to rest, relax, and play. Thirdly, another thing is that government must protect children from violence, abuse, and being neglected by anyone who looks after them. Fourthly, children have right to get information from the internet, radio, television, newspaper. Thank you.
God bless you.
That's
I think
awesome.
I love that.
That's short and witty. Okay, let's listen to the next person.
Okay, the next person is Jimo Ademola Abubakar. So what do you have for us?
Good morning.
Good morning. Go on. We talk. Don't look at my face. Okay, let me stand up. I think I need to leave your side.
And please speak up. And don't forget you are a boy.
You are a man now.
Of course, yeah. You have to listen to be louder.
Oh yeah.
Go on,
louder,
please.
Good morning.
Thank
My
you.
topic for today is children's rights.
Alright.
Children's rights include good health, their freedom for expression, family life, standard of living, and to be protected from danger. Children must be treated with equality, respect, and dignity. Children must have freedom, rights, and expression to their feelings. Children must be protected from discrimination.
I love that. Let me clap for you. Thank you. Is that all? Is that what you have for us? Okay.
I don't want to feel like the girl in the house will be the
It's not easy
most
now.
vocal. I do. We have another boy.
High five.
We have another boy.
I have Raphael beside me.
Yes, and you will see. It would definitely prove he's
I
a
hope you will
boy.
not disappoint
It will prove he's a boy, a big boy. Okay.
All right, over to you now, Raphael.
Everybody.
Good morning.
Our topic for today is child's rights.
Okay.
What is child's rights? Child's rights are rights to participate in all matters that directly influence their well-being.
Okay.
Children's rights. Children have right to an education and primary education should be free. Children can choose their own thoughts, opinions, and religions. Children must be registered when they are born and given a name which is officially recognized. Fourth, children have the right to show freely with others what they learn, think, and feel by talking, drawing, writing, or in any other way, unless it harms others.
Okay. Is that what you have for us?
Yes.
Thank you. Let me clap for it.
Let me ask. Let me try ask each of them one question.
Okay. Are you ready for that?
Well, we started with the girl. Should we start with the girl again?
Start with her. I trust her. She won't disappoint me.
Okay. What's her name again?
She's Kabirat.
Okay, Kabira. One of the children's rights, Kabirat, one of the children's rights you read about says that children should be given the right of expression. A right of expression.
Is that true?
Do you also agree that okay, when Kabirat, when you want to go out, do you tell daddy and mommy?
Yes.
When daddy and mommy want to go out, do they tell you all the time?
Yes.
Your daddy will tell you that he's going somewhere, and mommy will also tell you that she's going somewhere. Tell them where you're going. You can't just leave the house without
you have to you tell them where, but it seems it's good they also tell them that parents should also tell children.
Yes. They have right to tell the children where they are going.
You know, there are many times we beat them, we scold them for things we need to do.
Yes. And that time, that your conscience will be
like does she tell daddy or mommy wherever she's going? She says yes. Do mommy and daddy always say where they are going? We believe parents out there are hearing something. Yeah. They're hearing something. So it's like confession time.
Let's start from you.
and to our mommy that is here, please make sure no daddy and mommy harass Kabira when she gets home.
Yes.
All right, to the next person. Still talking about children expressing their rights and things like that. What's his name again?
Is Ademola Jimo.
Ademola Jimo. Ademola Jimo. Okay. Is it every time when you do something wrong? What do daddy and mommy do?
They warn me.
Warn you. Okay.
What else do they do?
Immediately.
What else do they do?
They warn me that I should stop doing that.
And sometimes they beat you.
Yes.
Is there any time you feel daddy and mommy are doing something that you don't like?
No.
They're always right.
Yes.
Even when they scold you, when you did something that is not even your fault.
Is there any time they do something you think they don't like and you wish you can tell them, daddy, this is not right, mommy, this is not right?
Now that story you just told us.
Don't worry, this is not right. Is there any time you feel, and let me throw the same question to Raphael too.
Okay.
Yes. Is there any time daddy or mommy does something you think you don't like and you wish you can tell them?
No. They're always right.
They are scared.
Are you guys scared? Because mommy and daddy are listening at home. Mommy and daddy, please don't beat them when they get back home.
When they get back to the house. Okay, so okay. Is there any time any of your teacher does something you think you don't like? Because your teacher
is here with you.
But the lesson we are trying to bring out is that there are times our children notice things and they wish they can correct us.
But they can because they are the children.
They can. We are supposed to allow them to express their minds. That daddy, I've noticed there's something you're doing, and like that story I told you, the girl was telling daddy.
But the man didn't listen to her.
But that's in the US. But this is Africa. An average child is afraid to tell daddy.
To speak to their parents.
That's it. Even here we ask them, for one reason or the other, they are unable to say. And we just read this morning.
They told daddy and mommy, daddy, we are going to the radio station. We want to go and talk about the child's rights. And by the time they get there, the daddy will say, mind what you will say.
I think they are more scared of mommy. I think they are more
scared that before
Tola, I think they are more scared of mommy than daddy. You mommies, you know what to do now.
Don't say that.
You know what to do.
Let's ask them.
Don't go there. Don't go there. It's really a nice one. Okay, at least we've listened to the children talking about rights of children. We have picked on only one this morning, which is expression. Let's not deceive ourselves. This is Africa. We need to improve on this. The story I shared, I'm not so sure of how many child is bold enough to talk to an African in Nigeria. But a girl in the US could do that, and she was trying to protect her father, but the man didn't listen.
The freedom of expression given to them.
Exactly. The dad didn't listen, and the dad was arrested. So children may appear so small, but sometimes God talks to us through them.
Through them, you're right.
Let's allow them to be free with us. We should be friends with our children. We should not put
not
too much.
Not only the female child,
all
the children,
both boy and girl.
And
we should allow them to be able to tell us whatever they notice that they feel is not right, and we should only guide them to know how to do it respectfully. But to create fear in them that they cannot talk to us, it's not good enough. I think we should appreciate our guests, so that we can go to the next segment.
Thanks so much for coming.
You're welcome.
And for bringing these beautiful children to the studio on this special day, Children's Day. Thanks so much for coming, ma.
You're welcome, ma.
Then from Kabirat, what do you have to say to children listening to you, your friends, your family?
Teaching them ability.
Yeah, you're speaking to your teacher. I said you should talk to your friends at home. Just say thank you to them anyway.
Thank you
for listening to you.
Thank you for listening.
Okay, we wish them good success. All our children out there, they will not die, they will prosper in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll go on to the next segment. What's our next segment? All right.
More music on trendybeats.com.
Good morning, my dear listeners. My name is Faith Olaguju. You are welcome to the Entertainment Gist on Breakfast Tray from OSBC Radio 104.5 FM, Oshogbo, Voice of the West, Nigeria. This is where we bring to you interesting happenings in the entertainment world, ranging from the entertainment news into top 5 rated music on the music charts for the week. But before I let the cat out of the bag, let's go on a musical break, grab your popcorn and glass of juice. I'll be right back.
I will never leave your side. I will never, ever. I dedicate my time to you, my time. I won't give the road the rough and don't mind. But you be my key for life.
As I never see you online, it dey worry me and it dey give me concern. Yeah, I be ringing on your cellular. Where you at? But you know if you set it down. Yeah, I'm hoping you're okay. We got to party tonight. Many just stay for mine. Yeah, me and you do like that. Not my guy. Don't try to be my guy. Show is outside to transfer yourself. Be my guy. My girl is my guy. My guy. Everyone know one is enough. So I call your name and ask me who's your guy. That guy is my guy.
Popular Nollywood actress and strong supporter of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Eniola Badmus, has continued to show her unwavering solidarity for the incoming presidential government. The movie star recently stormed the federal capital city of Abuja as the inauguration concert tagged Renewed Hope took place on Thursday, May 25, 2023 at the MKO Abiola Stadium, Abuja. Eniola happens to be the chairperson overseeing the event's success and has promised that it will be a show with a difference, featuring all the top artists in the country. Taking to her social media, she shared a video of how set the venue was as she met with one of the country's finest musicians, Bella Shmurda. Eniola further noted that the election was over and it was time for citizens to put aside every grudge towards having a better nation. She said, Abuja is about to experience the first of its kind inauguration concert featuring all the A-list artists to the Z-list just because we believe so much in unity and one Nigeria. Election is over, let us come together as one and make Nigeria great again. The new era is here called Renewed Hope.
not my guy, not my guy.
Stay like this, sunrise.
K and June K for life. Venus to Kavi, she's my friend.
I dedicate my time.
Yeah, Chief Kuku to
you, my son.
I from Ghana. 77 be my guy.
Be my G for life.
You be my G, be my G.
Yeah, I'm feeling good tonight. Cause I did yeah with my guys. I got plenty for my mind, but right now I'm with my guys. I know they fear them cut my car.
Superstar Afrobeat artist David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, has declared that he is deserving of the title King of Afrobeat bestowed upon him on Thursday, May 25, 2023. He argued that his influence is no accident because he has always wanted the Afrobeat genre to attain recognition in the Western world. Davido claimed to be one of the first Afrobeat performers to get signed by a major worldwide record company. In an interview with Billboard, Davido was asked how he felt about being dubbed the King of Afrobeat by Forbes. He said, I mean, it is time. I have lived in both places. I have lived in America. I went to school right here too, in Alabama. I was always spreading the gospel of African culture, the food, fashion. So when it was time to do music, my dream was always the crossover. When would that crossover happen? And you know, I was one of the first to get signed by a major label.
I'll be on the phone, calling you tonight. I wanna make you feel me, make me know the vibe. I don't wanna sleep alone, wanna hold you tight. But I fool my eyes, but I'll be alright. Forever, my laptop, my ghetto, my shit on. Say them go delete, them go money down, them go police, them go. Say them go kill it, them go money down, them go police.
Barely 48 hours after Afrobeat singer Seun Kuti was released from jail on bail, he was seen at the Lagos International Airport leaving Nigeria. According to reports, Seun is headed to the European city of Zurich, Switzerland, as he's set to kick off his Seun Kuti and Egypt 80 Summer Tour 2023. The embattled Afrobeat singer was recently arrested for physically assaulting a Nigerian policeman and putting the security officer in a coma. Let's go on a musical break, and when I come back, you'll be listening to the top 5 rated music on the music chart. Don't go anywhere. For number 5 for the week, we have Away by Davido. Enjoy it.
Shake it. I will. I'm on my will. Tune into the king of songs and blues. I know they want to see me fall, but I just stop it. I know they follow. Won't pay me your mom, Papa low. If you don't know, make you ask I do go. Where do the body? I've been doing this in if I do jail, whatever you do, hope say you will make me laugh. I don't get up on
Number 4 for the week, we have No Days Off by Teniola. Enjoy it. For number 3, we have Shuperu by Kiss Daniel. Enjoy it.
Who's the musician? Fato. Who's the technician? Who's the producer? We dey do bad things for good reasons, you know, I know you know. And we dey do good things for bad reasons, you know, I know you know. We don't keep everything, we don't keep all this, yeah. We just wanna have some fun tonight. We are the happy people, we are the world. I think you.
And for number 2 for the week, we have Omoyeko by Adekunle Gold.
It's Kelpie Vibes.
Party never start till I enter the place, you know, say action for me. I come with the vibe, man, I don't mean to steal the show, baby, who my left. Line up information, but someone when you want. Oh man, no same person. I know write this song, make you sit down the loop. You better shake your body. Long way to go,
And for number 1 for the week, we have BC by Majid featuring Tiwa Savage. Enjoy it.
I got love for you. Spend all of my time with you. Anytime that you wanna come through. Don't let anybody whine you. Early mama, I need you. Baby, baby, oh baby, when it's done, I just miss it. Oh yeah, just miss it. Oh yeah. Baby, when it's done, I just miss it. Oh yeah, just. When it's done, I just miss it. Oh yeah, just. When it's done, I just miss it. Oh yeah, just. When it's done, I just. Oh yeah, just.
This is where I will draw my curtain and say my BYE on entertainment gist on Breakfast Tray. I hope you enjoyed every bit of the segment. My name remains Faith Olagujo. Do have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for listening.
Shake it. I don't want to see me fall, but I just start it and do they fall. Punk me up on Papa low. If you don't know, make you ask I do go. Where do the body? I've been doing this in if I do jail, whatever you do, hope say you don't make me laugh.
Welcome back. Thank you very much, Faith Olagunjos.
When we're back from the next segment, yes.
Okay. You don't want us to talk about it.
Yeah. Let's talk about our look today.
Okay. The beauty tips.
Good morning and welcome to Beauty Tips segment on Breakfast Tree. This is a segment where we bring to you different beauty tips that will help you look good and radiant. You are listening to OSBC Radio 104.5 FM, Oshogbo, Voice of the West, Nigeria. I am Omolola Bimisola. Today, I will be educating you on how to take perfect care of your nails. I know you will be wondering about what is so special about nails. Nails is one of the unique points to take extra care of in your beauty outlook. Nails can be really difficult to maintain, most especially when you clamor to have a beautiful long nails that would withstand the presence of water all week long. Nail is the thin honey plates at the end of fingers and toes on humans. Many think the best of ways to maintain a healthy looking nails is to have a constant manicure and pedicure section. But today I would be sharing with you simple and easy to follow tips on how to care for your nails and maintain a healthy ones. Take a look at your fingernails. Are they healthy looking? Are they strong? Or do you see ridges, dents, or areas of unusual color or shape? Many less desirable nail conditions can be avoided through proper fingernail and toenail care. If you rely on manicures or pedicures for healthy looking nails, keep a few things in mind. 1. Stick to salons that display a current state license. 2. Work only with technicians also licensed by the state board. 3. Don't have your cuticles removed because they act to seal the skin to the nail plate, so removal can lead to nail infection. 4. Make sure your nail technician properly sterilizes all tools used during your procedure to prevent the spread of infection. I know it is easy to neglect your nails, but taking some basic steps can help your fingernails become healthy and strong. Fingernail care, the do's and don'ts. To keep your fingernails looking their best, 1. Keep fingernails dry and clean. This prevents bacteria from growing under your fingernails. Repeated or prolonged contact with water can contribute to split fingernails. Wear cotton-lined rubber gloves when washing dishes, cleaning or using harsh chemicals. 2. Practice good nail hygiene. Use a sharp manicure, scissors or clippers. Trim your nails straight across, then round the tips in a gentle curve. 3. Use moisturizer. When you use hand lotion, rub the lotion into your fingernails and cuticles too. 4. Apply a protective layer. Applying a nail hardener might help strengthen nails. 5. Ask your doctor about biotin. Some research suggests that the nutritional supplement biotin might help strengthen weak or brittle fingernails. Fingernail don'ts. To prevent nail damage, 1. Don't bite your fingernails or pick at your cuticles. These habits can damage the nail bed. Even a minor cut alongside your fingernail can allow bacteria or fungi to enter and cause an infection. 2. Don't pull off hangnails. You might rip live tissues along with the hangnail. Instead, carefully clip off hangnails. 3. Don't use harsh nail care product. Limit your use of nail polish remover. When using nail polish remover, opt for an acetone-free formula. 4. Don't ignore problems. If you have a nail problem that doesn't seem to go away on its own or is associated with other signs and symptoms, consult your doctor or dermatologist for an evaluation. Appropriate hand hygiene includes diligently cleaning and trimming fingernails, which may harbor dirt and germs and can contribute to the spread of some infections such as pinworms. Your fingernails should always be kept short and the underside should be cleaned frequently with soap and water. Because of their length, longer fingernails can harbor more dirt and bacteria than short nails, thus potentially contributing to the spread of infection. Before clipping or grooming nails, all equipment like your nail clippers and files should be properly cleaned. Sterilizing equipment before use is especially important when nail tools are shared among a number of people, as is common in commercial nail salons. Infections of the fingernails or toenails are often characterized by swelling of the surrounding skin, pain in the surrounding area, or thickening of the nail. In some other cases, these infections may be serious and need to be treated by a physician. To help prevent the spread of germs and nail infections, 1. Keep nails short and trim them often. 2. Scrub the undernails of nails with soap and water every time you wash your hands. 3. Clean any nail grooming tools before use. 4. In commercial settings, sterilize nail grooming tools before they use it for you. 5. Avoid biting or chewing nails. This is for those that are of the habit of chewing their nails. 6. Avoid cutting cuticles as they act as barriers to prevent infection. 7. Never rip or bite a hangnail. Instead, clip it with a clean, sanitized nail trimmer. I know a lot of people would want a stronger nails because they look beautiful and wonderful. It also prevents you from visiting the salon all week long just to get nail extensions. So if you are one of those people that love long nails, these are the tips for stronger nails. But most importantly, a long nails should be kept clean. Strong, healthy nails can be an indicator of good health, but sometimes our nails aren't as strong as we did like them to be. 1. Take a biotin supplement. Biotin, also known as vitamin H and vitamin B7, is one of the B vitamins because it is water soluble. It isn't stored by the body, so you have to ensure that you consume it daily. Biotin is not only meant for your nails, it also helps strengthen your hair, and it also helps the body nervous system to function properly. 2. Minimize exposure to water. There is no way we won't make use of water, but minimizing your exposure to water, like washing your dishes morning, afternoon, night, or dipping your ends into water at all times, will make your nail prone to breakage. But if you want to maintain a long and stronger nails, minimize your exposure to water. 3. Stay hydrated. Drinking enough water is essential for health, and nail health is no exception. Nails can become brittle and break and peel easily. Drinking enough water helps them to retain moisture and stay strong. 4. Pay attention to your diet. As much as what we eat goes a long way in making our body look healthy, function properly, and energized, the food you take also goes a long way in maintaining a healthy and stronger nails. So pay attention to your diet. 5. Be careful about the products you use. There are a lot of nail products out there. Be selective of the products you use. Don't go for a product that is way cheaper but not what is good for your nails. Endeavor to talk to a professional before you get a nail product, like the nail polish and remover, hand sanitizer, and cleaning products. There are a lot of cleaning products that contains harsh chemicals, and harsh chemicals exposes nails to breakage. There are shampoos too. You can stay away from shampoo that is harsh for the condition of your nail. If you are using a shampoo that is drying or aims to strip oils, it might dry out your nails and cause weak or brittle nails. Try changing your shampoo for a couple of weeks and see whether you notice a difference. 6. Avoid using gel or acrylic nails. That is if it is possible for you. Frequent use can cause your nails to peel, which weakens them, but if you do still like to wear them, be sure to give your nails a break in between application. You don't constantly use gel or acrylic nails. You can always give it a break. You use acrylic nails this week, in the next 3 or a month you are on your natural nails. That helps in maintaining a healthy long nails. 7. Give your nails a break from polish. Constant use of polish, even non-toxic polish, can weaken the nail. After wearing your nail polish for a week or so, remove the nail polish with an acetone-free polish remover and then let your nails be polish-free for a week. 8. Keep your nails on the shorter side. I know we all love long nails to some extent because when you see it on others, it looks beautiful, and you also want to grow a long nails too. But it is quite advisable that you keep your nail on the shorter side. Your nails can be short and still look healthy, in fact strong. It is not a must your nails are long, or yes, they can be long and strong too, but then keeping it on a shorter side and be strong as well is also advised. Long nails are most likely to break and be cut on things, while shorter nails are less likely to be chipped, cracked, or split, helping to keep them strong. 9. Don't use your nails as tools. A lot of people are fond of using their nail as a tool. So it is quite advisable that you stop using your nail as a tool. Instead, use the pads of your fingers as a tool. Okay, for instance, you want to open up a soda can or use a paper clip to reach something in a small space. Using your nails as tools can lead to breakage and chipping, which can in turn weaken the nail. 10. Use lotion on your nails. After removing polish, or if you think you are not hydrated enough, use hand cream on your ends, making sure to moisturize your nails. You can do this every time you wash your hand. Whenever you remove the polish, you clean it up with remover. It is advisable for you to use a hand cream or hand lotion in order to moisturize your nails. 11. Change how you file your nails. A lot of people are fond of filing their nails in a straight manner, or when you file your nails in a back and forth motion like a saw, can actually weaken your nails. Instead, file them in one direction. When you want to file, you don't have to file it back and forth. You can always use one direction, then you just file it straight. If you want to file your nails maybe in a forward manner, stick to the forward manner instead of you doing it backward and forward. 12, talk with your doctors. If you've tried multiple things for several weeks and haven't noticed any change in your nails, see a dermatologist or another skincare professional. They can take a look at your nails and ask you questions about your routine and overall health, and most especially how you take perfect care of your nails. So you should be able to answer some of these questions when they are asked. This brings us to the end of Beauty Tips segments on Breakfast Tree. Till next week when we bring to you another beautiful edition. You are still tuning into OSBC Radio 104.5 FM Oshogbo, Voice of the West, Nigeria, and I remain your favorite host, Omolola Agbemisola. Have a fun-filled weekend.
Yes, Breakfast Trade still continues, and we'll be going on to our next segment, Business Trend.
Welcome to another segment of Business Trend on Breakfast Trade. You are listening to OSBC 104.5 FM, Voice of the West, Nigeria. Hi, I'm Damilola Olayinka, and on today's episode, I'll be educating you on bead making. A bead is a small decorative object that is formed in a variety of shapes and sizes of material, such as stone, bone, shell, glass, plastic, wood, or pearl, and with a small hole for threading or stringing. Beads range in sizes from under 1 millimeter to over 1 centimeter in diameter. Beads represent some of the earliest form of jewelry, with a pair of beads made from Nazareth Sea snail shells dating to approximately 1,000 years ago, thought to be the earliest known. Beadwork is the art or craft of making things with beads. Beads can be woven together with specialized thread, strong auto thread, or soft, flexible wire, or adhered to a surface. You don't need many specialized tools to get started making beaded and wired projects. These supplies are commonly available at craft store and widely available online. Leather cord and coordinating silk beading cord are available in a wide variety of colors and sizes. Beading needles are especially long, flexible, and have large eyes to easily accommodate the beading cord. Beads can be made from almost any material. Beads can be divided into several types of overlapping categories based on different criteria, such as the materials from which they are made, the process used in their manufacturing, the place or period of origin, the patterns on their surface, or their general shape. Alright, let's go on a short musical break, and when we come back, we'll be listing the types of beads. Be right back.
Drive focus. Can I you just got my thinking, and I know they know what's up. Say if I let me know, what's in your mind, and I will let you know what's in my mind. So if you both know, what's in we define. Straight to the point, make we know it's a time. Say you no need to the put
and you only need to let me know. You driving me crazy, yeah. I'm feeling so lazy. Story, baby. You driving me crazy, yeah. I'm feeling so lazy, yeah. You like it, but you know be crying. And if you like it, but you show a sign. I know say I be play at those times, oh no. So you can let me know, what's in your mind, and I will let you know what's in my mind. So if you go know, what's in we define. Straight to the point, make we know waste the time. So you no need to the book.
Okay, so welcome back, and you're still tuning to OSBC 104.5 FM, Voice of the West, Nigeria, and you are on to another segment of Business Trend on Breakfast Tray. And so far, we've been talking on beads. So, how do we make stretchy beads bracelets? Making bead bracelets is a pretty simple project, but the right supplies and tools will make it even easier. Here are the best bracelet making materials you will need to ensure the project turns out well and your bracelets last for a good long time. We have elastic beading cord, 2 beads. I am using seed beads for this tutorial, but you can also use plastic pony beads. 3 beading tray. We will need our bead stopper. If you don't have a bead stopper, you can use a binder clip of a small piece of tape. Large eye beading needle. If you don't have a beading needle, you can use a small length of beading wire folded in half. Then the 6th one, we have jewelry glue. Lastly, queen beads cover. Let's go on a short break. I'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still on to OSBC 104.5 FM segments Business Trend on Breakfast Trade. Types of bead for bracelets. You can make elastic bracelets with almost any types of bead, from small beads to larger beads. You can use letter beads to personalize your bracelets and even add charms to them if you want. In general, choose lightweight beads with smooth so they won't fray the elastic cord. Here are some good choices. Plastic beads like mini pony beads and letter beads are cute, colorful, not expensive. They are ideal for beginners or kids craft projects. They have larger holes. They are easy to string on the elastic thread. Glass beads come in glass beads come in different colors, sizes, and shapes. You can use seed beads too, as long as the size of the hole is larger enough to fit the stretch cord. There are several varieties of elastic bead cord. Choose from the list to find the best elastic strength for your particular project. Stretch cord. The most common type of elastic cord is a rubbery single strand cord with a round grass section. It comes in a variety of sizes and colors, including a clear cord and black cord. The most popular brand of stretch cord is called Stretch Magic. Stretch floss. It can also be called stretch fiber. This type of elastic is a strong, flat cord. It's less likely to stretch out over time and it's easier to knot than single strand cord. However, since it's made from multiple strands of stretching material, it can fray. Fabric covered elastic cord. This type of stretch cord comes in a wide variety of colors and sizes also. It is typically thicker than other elastic cord, so you will need to use large hole beads. And that will be all for today's segment for Business Trend on Breakfast Trade. I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things on bead making and you would like to start a bead making business. Till next week, when we will bring to you another interesting and educating episode. Stay tuned to OSBC 104.5 FM, Voice of the West, Nigeria. I am Daniela Olayinka. Stay safe and out of trouble. Love you all. Have a lovely weekend.
Thank you very much, Damilola Olayinka. It's time to join Tolulope at Janoko on Kitchen Corner. Please enjoy it.
Good morning, I welcome you to another fresh episode of Kitchen Corner on Breakfast Tray. I am Tolulope Ajanaku, your host on this segment. You are listening to OSBC Radio 104.5 FM Oshobo, Voice of the West Nigeria. Kitchen Corner is a segment where we bring you different delicacies and how to prepare it. This morning, I will be teaching us on how to prepare yam and egg sauce. Let's go on this short break. By the time we come back, our cooking will begin. Welcome back from that short break. Yam and egg are a delicious food combination. It is a popular food combo that is eaten in Nigeria and many parts of the world. The eggs are usually fried or made into egg sauce and eaten with boiled or fried yam. Many people who eat yam and egg have often wondered if there are any benefits in eating these two foods together. The answer is yes. And there are many health benefits of yam and egg. They are both highly nutritious and versatile and can benefit your health in many ways. Typically in Nigeria and West Africa, we use tomatoes, scotch bonnet, chili and onions in preparing this sauce. What are the recipes for yam and egg sauce? For making yam, you will need 1 or 2 tubers of yam and salt. Sometimes some people add onions, while some prefer to add sugar. For making egg stew, you will need 1 to 4 cups of vegetable oil, 1 medium onion, 1 to 2 teaspoons of ginger, 10 tomatoes diced or minced, 4 scotch bonnet pepper, 1 teaspoon of curry, 10 tomatoes diced or minced, 4 scotch bonnet pepper, 1 teaspoon of curry, 1 green bell pepper, cut it into pieces, 6 eggs, and it depends on how many people you want to prepare the egg sauce for. 1 pack of sardine, 1 pack of corned beef, 1 large smoke of salmon, which is optional, 1 teaspoon of seasoning cube or powder. Then, how do we prepare our yam and egg sauce? Using a sharp knife, peel and wash your yam. Cut your yam into round or any shape of your choice. Under a high heat, pour yam pieces in saucepan and add water. Cover with lid and allow it to boil. Some people prefer adding salt, onion and sugar while preparing the yam. It depends on how you want it. While yam is on fire, blend 1 to 2 onion, tomatoes and pepper. Remove the sardines corned beef from its can and pour it into a small bowl. Set this aside. In a separate bowl, break and beat the eggs. Make sure you whisk it very well. Place a pot on medium heat and add sliced onion pieces and ginger. Cook until it is soft and add blended mixture. Cook until it thickens. Stir continuously. Add sardines, corned beef, green bell peppers, curry and a cube. Add the beaten eggs, reduce it and cover with lid. After the yam has boiled for at least 15 minutes, check to see if it is soft. Remove it from fire and drain it. Serve your egg stew with yam when cooked. Then our yam and egg is ready. It's as simple as that.
Thank you very much to Tolulope Chanoko for that delicacy. She talked about yam and the sauce. Binga, it's time for us to take a leave on the show this morning.
Oh yes, before we do that, let us not forget a special day for our children.
Yes.
Yes, it is true. We remain very busy parents, but in the midst of our very busy schedule, let's create a little time to do something special for them today. And let's not forget, the need for us to help promote and protect their rights.
Yes, be treated fairly no matter what.
Yes, and one of such we emphasize on the show this morning is the need for us to encourage improved communication with our children.
Yes.
We shouldn't plant fears in them, such as they won't be able to talk to us. They won't be able to tell us the truth.
Let them see us as their friend.
They won't be able to tell us what is really in their mind. It can be dangerous because they will go outside to look for someone to talk to.
Yes, and that's the problem.
And that's the problem.
Big
So,
one.
a very big
problem.
Yes, let's appreciate our contributors.
All right, special thanks to Bemisola Omolola for that package on beauty tips. And Damilola Olayinka, thank you very much. Faith Olagunju, we appreciate you. Tolulope Ajanoku, thank you very much. And to the guest on the show this morning, Mrs. Adeola Olagoke, thank you very much for coming and bringing those children to the studio from Benga.
Oh yes, I'm so happy I rejoice and celebrate with children today because I'm also a child. My name is Benga Fami.
Sure.
I'm so glad I remain very young and fresh. Very young and fresh, not like some people.
Baba
So we come here with the same time next day. This is wishing our children happy Children's Day and wishing everybody a blessed week ahead.
Alright, and for me, my name is Adetola Adegbite. We need to say thank you to Kunle Salami, the Baba himself, and to the executive producer of this program, Dupe Akinyemi, and the producer is Oluwatoyin Ojeyemi. Till some other time, when we'll come back here to celebrate the children. I wish everybody happy Children's Day.
Breakfast on OSBC Radio 105.5 FM is the people's show. Our breakfast filled with good delicacies for your consumption. We assure you of the dull moments from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. every Saturday morning. You'll meet us on the show. You listen to Carol Guidance Phone in only minute. Electron fashion trends, silent thoughts, and all of this. Breakfast every Saturday morning. You can beat no feelings.
You're listening to 104.5 MHz. Just like water, we are your indispensable companion.
So easy multi-use detergent and so easy premium plus they take make your wash so easy and the scent they pleasant. So easy kids and babies detergent also they way gentle for baby clothes. So easy, an easy wash for an easy clean.
Nǹkan yìí dá mi lójú ẹ̀sìn ni ó yé mi yéké ọjọ́ òní bá tilẹ̀ korò ọjọ́ ọ̀la mi á dára.
Ta ni ẹni náà tó rò wípé ìpè fáànù òun ti bọ́ há? Irúfẹ́ ìbànújẹ́ wo ló mú ọ fomi Jésù gbére ojúṣu bíi tótó? Àbó ti gbàgbé pé Lásárù ti dòkú tó ti rù. Lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ kẹrin tó ti kú, Jésù jí dìde padà sáàyè. Ìbànújẹ́ ti àti tàwọn ènìyàn sì padà wá dayọ̀ pé ìró ìbínújẹ́ tiẹ̀ náà ṣetán láti dayọ̀ lórí ètò wákàtí májẹ̀mú Covenant Hour. Tá a fi sọrí àgbékalẹ̀ ìtúsílẹ̀ látòkè wá tá a pè ní sọ ìbànújẹ́ mi dayọ̀. Gbogbo nípa ìbànújẹ́ tó mú ọ sunkún àsùnkì lórí wọ́n sọ dayọ̀ lórí ètò wákàtí májẹ̀mú Covenant Hour. Ó ń ṣèrìn àjò ìtúsílẹ̀ ọkàn àti tara lórí afẹ́fẹ́ lórí ìkànnì yìí.
Láàrin aago méjì sí aago méjì àbọ̀.
Ní gbogbo ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ níbi tẹ́ ti máa ṣalábàápàdé màmá wa tọ́lúwa fiṣẹ́ ìtúsílẹ̀ pọ́nbélé rán láti ìpìlẹ̀ Lady Evangelist Bímpé Ọlájídé. Sọ ìbànújẹ́ mi di ayọ̀. Ètò tó ṣàtúntò ẹ̀mí olùgbọ́ni láì fi tẹ̀sí tàbí ti ẹ̀yà ṣe wípé bó ti wù kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pẹ́ dalẹ́ tó ayọ̀ ń bọ̀ lówùúrọ̀ ọ̀la.
Ọba làgbẹ̀
ẹ̀mí tí ò jẹ́ tẹ ẹ̀mí kínkín ẹ̀mí tí ò jẹ́ tẹ ẹ̀mí yẹpẹrẹ ẹ̀bá jẹ́ ṣàgbẹ̀ ká gbin iṣu gbìngẹ́ ká gbin wẹ́bẹ̀ sẹ́kùlé ká fi tìmáàtì bọlẹ̀ ká gbin amúnútutù sójútò kóúnjẹ ó lè sùn wá bọ̀ àní rí tàyàn o.
ṣáláàbì kalẹ̀ sí lóṣogbo kí o ẹ máa tẹ́tí sí wa bàbá tọmọdé ẹ máa tẹ́tí sí wa o ọkùnrin ẹ tẹ́tí sí wa obìnrin ẹ tẹ́tí sí wa onílé ẹ tẹ́tí sí wa àlejò ẹ tẹ́tí sí wa ẹni bá ń tẹ́tí sí wa ìròyìn àsìkò pẹ̀lú kéde àṣàtẹ̀sí gbígbé lárugẹ ètò tó mọ́gbọ́n wá lọ́wọ́ wá lò wá o ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣítí lóríṣiríṣi òun lẹ́ ó máa gbọ́ òkè balẹ̀ láwà nílé àwíyé kí máa ṣàgbára sani nílé àwíyé èsì tó síwájú sóhun ló gbà fọ́sìtì nílé àwíyé 104.5 òkè balẹ̀ láwà nílé àwíyé aṣíwájú là á jẹ́ o nílé àwọn tó kù wọ́n ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn nílé àwíyé. olólùfẹ́ wa làgbẹ́ jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ ayé olólùfẹ́ wa làgbẹ́ jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ ènìyàn gbogbo olólùfẹ́ wa làgbẹ́ jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ ayé o olólùfẹ́ wa làgbẹ́ jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ ènìyàn gbogbo.
à ń kí i kú dédé àsìkò yìí ní gbogbo ibikíbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa fún àsìkò yìí níkànnì tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́ wa yìí à ń kí i káàbọ̀ sórí àkànṣe ètò yìí àkànṣe ètò ìrónilágbára fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀gbìn ni o ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀sìn náà wà ṣùgbọ́n oníkan ọ̀gbìn òní ètò ìrónilágbára eléyìí ló wà fún láti àgbàlá fún those modern farmers ọba làgbẹ̀ globally àwọn tó mọ̀ nípa iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ wọ́n mojú lẹ́jà àpàdé àlùdé iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ nílẹ̀ yìí wọ́n mọ̀ ọlọ́run ọba náà ló fi rán wọn kì í ṣe àwọn náà o ọlọ́run tó ń gbà fún wọn ni yóò sì máa tì wọ́n lẹ́yìn. mo láyọ̀ láti sọ fún yín pé aṣojú iléeṣẹ́ Funtos Modern Farmers ọba làgbẹ̀ globally àjọ wà ní yàrá àgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ fún ti àkókò yìí ni Olúwatósìn Bámikọ́lé òun lórúkọ tèmi Mr. T ìràwọ̀ lọ́mọ OBI ajínrere Táíwò Àìsáyà èrò mi dọ́là tí wọ́n jẹ́ ààrẹ ọba làgbẹ̀ worldwide àjọwà ní apá àbí fún ti àsìkò yìí ní bákan náà olóyè Abdulrahman Hosseini ajírọ́bà ti ìlú Ẹ̀rẹ̀ Ìjẹ̀ṣà àwọn náà wà ń bí fún tèní tó fi mọ́ màá mi Chief Mrs. Azeez Adédayọ̀ Ramot ìyálájẹ ọba làgbẹ̀ worldwide àjọ wà ní yàrá àgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ fún ti àsìkò yìí ni ẹ bá kí gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa nílé ẹ̀yin àlejò wa.
ẹ ṣe àtọkùn mo kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tó ń gbọ́ wa o gbogbo ilé ń kọ́ o bákan náà ni a kí àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa nínú oko sọ́wọ́ ń yá ẹ mọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú ẹ mọ̀ ṣe o ààrẹ ọba làgbẹ̀ ló ń kí yín pé ẹ kú lé.
a kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lé o ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí o àjíǹde ara ó máa jẹ́ o ẹ ní sísí o ẹ ní sírìn o ẹ ní fàìsàn ló gbà o oko yín ẹ rí eré rẹpẹtẹ ń bẹ o Hosseini ajírọ́bà ìlú Ẹ̀rẹ̀ Ìjẹ̀ṣà.
ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí o àjíǹde ara ó máa jẹ́ o àní fọwọ́gún àní farapa o mo kí ẹ̀yin ìyá mi àti àbá mi lókè ẹ̀gàn àjíǹde ara ó máa jẹ́ o àgbẹ̀rù kó bọ́dún dé o.
gbogbo ohun tí mo wà lóyún ayé ṣàtìmọ̀ pàgbẹ́ lọ́kọ̀.
ẹ̀yin àgbẹ̀ àròkọ bọ́dún dé o iṣẹ́ táwọn àgbẹ̀ ń ṣe kúrò ní kèrèmí ìrànlọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n sì ń rí gbà kò tó nǹkan torí ti ń gan ni mo fi múròyìn ayọ̀ yìí wá ẹ̀yin àgbẹ̀ oní nǹkan ọ̀gbìn tẹ́ ń fẹ́ ìrànlọ́wọ́ ètò ìrónilágbára àwọn èròjà tó lè mú ìṣẹ́dópin nínú iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ilé-iṣẹ́ Funtos Modern Farmers ọba làgbẹ̀ globally ti ṣetán wà yìí láti ràn yín lọ́wọ́ nípa ṣíṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ètò ìrónilágbára tá a pe àkórí rẹ̀ ní ìṣẹ́dópin nínú iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ilé-iṣẹ́ Funtos Modern Farmers yóò fún yín ní àwọn èròjà organic tí yóò mú àwọn nǹkan ọ̀gbìn yín so àsokún tẹ́ ó sì jèrè rẹpẹtẹ. ẹ̀yin àgbẹ̀ alárojẹ tó fi mẹ́ ẹ̀yin àgbẹ̀ aládàá-ńlá ètò ìrónilágbára ìṣẹ́dókun nínú iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ yìí yóò mọ̀ wáyé lẹ́kùnjẹkùn kí ló tún dúró dè ó yá pé 07054544477 tàbí 08062383886. ètò ìrónilágbára ìṣẹ́dókun nínú iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ti iléeṣẹ́ Fontos Modern Farmers ò gbọdọ̀ ní ìsì ẹ̀.
ra akínyìn ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. ìgbà tí mo wọlé lẹ́ẹ̀kan mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé àkànṣe ètò ìrónilágbára fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀gbìn kí ló bí àkànṣe ètò yìí kí ló dé tẹ́ fi ṣe ìrónilágbára kí ló dé tẹ́ fi gbé kalẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ààrẹ ọba làgbẹ̀.
ẹ ṣe ìdí tí a fi gbé ìrónilágbára yìí kalẹ̀ fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀gbìn ni pé a rí wípé àwọn àgbẹ̀ yìí wọ́n ń ṣe iṣẹ́ takuntakun lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin ní òkè ẹ̀gàn. ọ̀nà wo la wá fẹ́ fi lè ran àwọn àgbẹ̀ yìí lọ́wọ́ fún ìgbédìde àti ìtẹ̀síwájú iṣẹ́ wọn. ìdí nìyí la fẹ́ fi ṣe ìrónilágbára láìlẹ́gbẹ́ tó gáyàtà fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀gbìn.
ó dà ẹ jẹ́ n wá ré kọ́sọ́ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ajírọ́ba tìlú Ẹ̀rẹ̀ Ìjẹ̀ṣà bàbá kí wá ní àkòrí ìrónilágbára fún ti àkókò yìí.
àkòrí ìrónilágbára fún ti àkókò yìí ni pé kí àwọn àgbẹ̀ kí wọ́n lè jẹ èrè rẹpẹtẹ ní oko kí wọ́n ní àǹfààní sí nǹkan tí a fẹ́ ṣe yìí òun ni nǹkan tí a gbé ètò yìí kalẹ̀ fún.
ẹ jẹ́ kí n rékọ́sọ́ sí ọ̀dọ̀ Ìyálájé ọba làgbẹ̀ worldwide kí ló dé tó fi jẹ́ pé àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀gbìn nìkan lẹ dojúkọ láàkó yìí.
ìdí tó fi jẹ́ pé àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀gbìn ni adojúkọ ní àkókò ni wípé oúnjẹ gangan lọ̀rẹ́ àwọ̀ tí ò bá sí oúnjẹ kò sí ìlú o tí ò bá dé sí ìlú kò sórílẹ̀-èdè tí ò bá sí àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀gbìn kò sí nǹkan tí oníkan ọ̀sìn gan fẹ́ fún ẹran wọn. ìdí nìyẹn tó fi jẹ́ pé àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀gbìn la dojúkọ ní àkókò
tí ò bá sí àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀gbìn kò sí
àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀sìn kò sí nǹkan tí oníkan ọ̀sìn fẹ́ fún nǹkan ọ̀sìn wọn.
kódà ẹja wá wò báyìí ààrẹ ọba làgbẹ̀ ṣé ìgbà àkọ́kọ́ rè tẹ́gbẹ̀rú ìrónilágbára ẹ̀ kalẹ̀.
ẹ ṣe kì í ṣe ìgbà àkọ́kọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ní ìpele la mú Ọ̀ṣun state ló kàn lọ́wọ́ yìí nítorí pé a ti ṣe ti Ọ̀yọ́ state à ń ṣe ti Tondo state náà lọ́wọ́ Ọ̀ṣun state òun ló wá kàn ní ọwọ́ tá a wà yìí.
kan gbé kínní wá ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ló
kàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀zálẹ̀.
àdúpẹ́ tòun tó wá ló wà fàdé pé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lẹ wá tún pé kẹ́ gbé kínní wá lọ bá báyìí bàbá ajírọ́ba ìlú Ẹ̀rẹ̀ Ìjẹ̀ṣà.
ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun gangan ni àwa gan tí a jòkó yìí gan tí a ti jáde so ó dẹ́ wà kó jẹ́ pé àwọn ará Ọ̀ṣun wọ́n máa jẹ àǹfààní rẹpẹtẹ nídìí kínní kí wọ́n lè borí gbogbo àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ tó kù mọ́lẹ̀ pátápátá láìsẹ́kù ẹyọ kan adẹ̀fẹ́ kíkiní yìí kó gbòòrò gan gidi gan torí àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ kan ti ń já àǹfààní gan tó jẹ́ pé àwọn Ọ̀ṣun gan àti ìrí àwọn àǹfààní yẹn jẹ bó ṣe yẹ kí a rí jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ tá a gbé kalẹ̀ afẹ́ ká bo gbogbo àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ yẹn mọ́lẹ̀ pátápátá láìsẹ́kù ẹyọ kan mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ kó máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú agbára Ọlọ́run.
Ìyálájé àwọn gbogbo wa ni ó ti wáyé sọ́jọ́ kan ni ó wáyé ẹmọ́jọ́ kan nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ni àbí ó ti ní àwọn ìlú kan tẹ́ ti yà sọ́tọ̀ tí ó ti wáyé.
ẹ ṣeun atọ́kùn gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe mọ̀ wípé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun pọ̀ ìlú márùn-ún láti fẹ́ ṣe ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun a kọ́kọ́ ṣe ní Ìlárògún Ìgbọ̀nnìbí City Hall ní on the 25/5/2023 a lè máa ṣe ní Ìpèsù Ìjẹ̀ṣà Town Hall ní 31/05/2023 a wá máa ṣe ní ìlú Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ Town Hall ní ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹfà a wá ṣe ní ìlú Èjìgbò Town Hall ní ọjọ́ karùn-ún oṣù kẹfà nínú ọdún tá a wà yìí a wá fi àdàgbàrọ̀ sí ìlú Ìjẹ̀bú-Jẹ̀ṣà ní ọjọ́ kẹjọ oṣù kẹfà. gẹ́gẹ́ mo sọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ẹ máa bọ̀ o ẹ jẹ́ àwájọ jẹ àǹfààní Oǹdó ti ń jẹ àǹfààní ti pẹ́ o gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe máa ń gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ìpínlẹ̀ Oǹdó wọ́n gbòòrò nípa nǹkan ọ̀gbìn especially nípa kòkó wọ́n wá ń pe àwa ará Ọ̀ṣun pé káwa náà jí gìrì káwa náà lè tè bọ́ sí torí pé kí ni ẹni tó ní ilé iṣẹ́ gangan ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ló ti wá mo wá wò pé bóòlù ṣe jẹ́ pé àwọn ìlú bí àwọn máa jẹ àǹfààní tó ṣe pé ìlú ibi tó ti wá gan wọn ò ní rí àǹfààní ibẹ̀ jẹ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Ìgbóníbi Hall ní ìlú Ìlá-Ọ̀rọ̀gún ní ọjọ́ kẹẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n oṣù karùn-ún ní ìlú Ìpèsù Ìjẹ̀ṣà Town Hall ní ọjọ́ tí oṣù karùn-ún bá parí gangan ni a ti máa ṣe ní ìlú Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ ní ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹfà ní Èjìgbò Town Hall ọjọ́ karùn-ún oṣù kẹfà Ìjẹ̀bú-Jẹ̀ṣà Town Hall ọjọ́ kẹjọ oṣù kẹfà.
ọ̀dà ààrẹ ọba làgbẹ̀ kí wàá ní àwọn àmúyẹ àwọn àgbẹ̀ tí ó wà ohun èlò náà san bóun náà ṣe pegedé láti kópa nínú ìrónilágbára yìí.
àwọn product tí a máa tàbí 220,000 naira 120 la fẹ́ gbé sílẹ̀ fún wọn 100,000 yẹn la fẹ́ fi ṣe ìrónilágbára fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ yẹn pé kán tún lè máa pọ̀ sí nínú oko wọn ẹni tó yẹ pé ó ti ṣe oko yẹn débì kan irú 100,000 yẹn á tún fi sán oko sí á kọ oko sí á dẹ̀ máa ṣe kíni á máa tẹ̀síwájú á máa pọ̀ sí.
àwọn àǹfààní olówó wà ń bẹ̀ fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ tó bá kópa.
kọ́kọ́ yàtọ̀ sí pé a ti ró wọn lágbára ẹ̀mẹ̀kọ́ aṣọ pé kán 120,000 wá product 220,000 òun ni a máa gbé fún wọn lẹ́yìn èyí a máa fún wọn ní certificate torí ọdún mẹ́ta ni wọ́n fi máa jẹ àǹfààní yìí ìwọ̀nba àwọn àgbẹ̀ tó bá dẹ̀ yọjú ní àkókò yìí àwọn náà ni yóò jẹ àǹfààní ọdún méjì tó kù so yàtọ̀ sí yẹn dè ní àwọn gan tó wá jẹ́ alábàápín nípa gbogbo nǹkan tó ń jáde ní àgbàlá iléeṣẹ́ wa àwọn náà mọ̀ ṣojú wa ní agbègbè ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wọn so àǹfààní lọ tí wọ́n jẹ so tiwa ní pé kí gbogbo àgbẹ̀ oní nǹkan ọ̀gbìn kí wọ́n yọjú ní gbogbo àwọn ibi tí ìyálájẹ ti dárúkọ yìí tí ó ti wáyé.
kódà bàbá ajírọ́ba ìlú Ẹ̀rẹ̀ Ìjẹ̀ṣà ṣé àwọn àgbẹ̀ yìí bóun náà ṣe wá fowókọ́lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tó ń gbé bóun náà ṣe rìn ọ̀nà wo náà tọ̀ ṣé lọ́jọ́ yẹn gangan láwọn agbègbè tó yí wọn ká àyè wà láti fowókọ́lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú iye owó tẹ ní ẹ ti gé kúrò lórí ẹ̀ láti fi gba nǹkan tó ń lò fún iṣẹ́ oko wọn yìí.
ìlú Ìjẹ̀bú-Jẹ̀ṣà ni wọ́n ti máa fi orúkọ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn ìrónilágbára yìí tí wọ́n fi máa jẹ àǹfààní ẹ̀.
àwọn àgbẹ̀ gangan lẹ́ ń retí àbí àwọn àgbẹ̀ orí ìwé náà lè wá.
àtàgbẹ̀ orí ìwé àti àgbẹ̀ tó ń dáko àwọn àgbẹ̀ orí ìwé náà tán bá rí ìrónilágbára yìí tí wọ́n rí gbogbo àwọn gan ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn gan padà sóko so kì í ṣe àgbẹ̀ oníwèé nìkan àwọn àgbẹ̀ tí ó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń lọ sóko gangan àwọn gan ni ìrónilágbára yìí wà fún bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
tí ì bá wá lọ́jọ́ náà tí mo mówó tèmi dání tí ì sì sí wàá fowókọ́lẹ̀ kó tó ṣáájú ọjọ́ náà ṣé ẹ̀yin fún mi láàyè ni.
gbogbo èèyàn lè a pè gbogbo èèyàn ni kó wá kí wọ́n wá fi orúkọ sílẹ̀ mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ wá tẹ́lẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ wá forúkọ sílẹ̀ tẹ́ bá wá ńjọ́ yẹn náà ó sì bá gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ló ṣe déédéé.
ló ṣe déédéé ó ṣe rẹ́gí. ó dà ìyálájé àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wo náà lè pèsè àbí tán lè fi àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ ránṣẹ́ sí.
pẹ̀lú agbára Ọlọ́run ẹni tí ó bá fẹ́ kópa wọ́n lè pè sí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ 08034684419 tàbí kàn tẹ àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ ránṣẹ́ sí nọ́mbà yìí náà yìí pé èmi náà fẹ́ kópa fún ìgbàyèsílẹ̀ 08034684419.
ẹ tún pè lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
08034684419.
ó dà ààrẹ Ọbalàgbẹ̀ ẹja wá lọ báyìí àwọn product wo ni ó wà ńlẹ̀ fún gbogbo àwọn tí ó jàǹfààní ìrónilágbára yìí àti gbogbo àwọn àmúyẹ tó kù tó wà fún gbogbo àwọn àgbẹ̀ tí ó kópa.
ẹ ṣe àwọn èròjà tó fẹ́ wà nílẹ̀ tí àwọn àgbẹ̀ ó lò tí ìṣẹ́ ò fi dópin nínú iṣẹ́ wọn tí ìlọsíwájú ò fi bá iṣẹ́ ọ̀gbìn tí wọ́n ń ṣe a bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti orí overpower kí ni iṣẹ́ overpower yìí ó máa ń sọ nǹkan di púpọ̀ ni bákan náà ni a ní reactive force eléyìí ajílẹ̀ pọ́nbélé ó máa neutralize ilẹ̀ wa dẹ̀ máa ṣe dáradára bákan náà ni a ní gromite eléyìí awùgbà àrùn ni bákan náà a dẹ̀ ní green star eléyìí ó jẹ́ kí gbogbo nǹkan tí a gbìn yóò máa tutù lóòrèkóòrè àwọn product tí a ní tàbí fi ṣe ìrónilágbára fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ nìyẹn àgbẹ̀ tó bá ti ń bọ̀ tó bá ti mú 120,000 dání èròjà 220,000 òun la máa ṣe kíni la máa gbé fún wọn àgbẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ tó bá ti mú 25,000 dání èròjà 57,000 naira òun la máa gbé fún wọn eléyìí tá a fi ró wọn lágbára yẹn wọ́n fi lọ́mọ tẹ̀síwájú nínú iṣẹ́ ọ̀gbìn wọn.
èyí tó túmọ̀ sí pé ìpele méjì ni
onílágbára sí. ìpele gbé agbára bá ṣe wà sí irú eléyìí tá a kọ́kọ́ sọ èèyàn méjì lè dìpọ̀ irú ọ̀nà kejì ọlọ́dàn ni ó lè jẹ́ àǹfààní ẹ̀.
àkókò báwa sọ̀rẹ́ ẹja ṣe báyìí kó tó di pé a kò lórí ètò ìmọ̀ràn fún gbogbo àwọn àgbẹ̀ pátápátá àti àwọn oníbàárà yín.
ìmọ̀ràn mi fún gbogbo àwọn àgbẹ̀ pátápátá àti àwọn àgbẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti ń jẹ àǹfààní ilé-iṣẹ́ ìgbọ́látẹ̀yìn wípé kí gbogbo wa jí gìrì káwá jẹ àǹfààní ìrónilágbára aláìlẹ́gbẹ́ yìí a máa tẹ̀síwájú. ẹ̀yin àgbẹ̀ wa ẹ má jẹ́ àgbàgbé àwọn ibi tí a ní àwọn ètò ìrónilágbára yìí yóò ti wáyé àkọ́kọ́ ó máa wáyé ní Ìlá-Ọ̀ràngún City Hall ní on the 25/5/2023 dédé agogo 9 ní òwúrọ̀. bákan náà Ìpẹ́tù Ìjẹ̀ṣà Town Hall ní on the 31/5/2023 ọjọ́ tí oṣù parí on the 31 oṣù karùn-ún. bákan náà ní ìlú Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ àti agbègbè rẹ̀ ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹfà nínú ọdún tí a wà yìí. ìlú Èjìgbò Town Hall ọjọ́ karùn-ún oṣù kẹfà 2023 ní ìlú Ìjẹ̀bú-Jésà tí ó wà jẹ́ àṣekágbá ní Ìjẹ̀bú-Jésà Town Hall ní ọjọ́ 8 oṣù kẹfà 2023. ire o ire kankan.
ẹ ṣé o akíyẹ̀yìn àlejò wa ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gan adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ iléeṣẹ́ Fintos Modern Farmers ọba làgbẹ̀ globally tí wọ́n ṣonígbọ̀wọ́ àkànṣe ètò ilé tí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ ìfún ti ìrónilágbára àwọn àgbẹ̀ oníkan ọ̀gbìn akí bàbá wa ajínrere Táíwò Àìsáyà èrò mídọ́là tí wọ́n jẹ́ ààrẹ ọba làgbẹ̀ worldwide akí olóyè Abdulrahman Òṣèní ajírọ́ba ìlú ẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjẹ̀ṣà ikóhùn látàárọ̀ bàbá.
ẹ̀sìn sọ.
bákan náà akí màámi chief mrs Azeez Adédayọ̀ Ramot tí wọ́n jẹ́ ìyálájé ọba làgbẹ̀ worldwide ẹkùn látàárọ̀.
ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ wà á tẹ́kùn àjíǹde àárọ̀ ọmọ jẹ́ o.
àáfíà Tayọ̀ tún pàdé lórí àkànṣe ètò bí eléyìí ní ọjọ́ mi ọjọ́ rẹ̀ olúwa tó sì bá mi kọ́lé olórúkọ tèmi Mr. T ìràwọ̀ lọ́mọ OBI.
Modern Farmers ọba làgbẹ̀ àwípé o iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ilé wa ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ a máa jáde ìwé kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pé oko dídá láìsí ọgbọ́n àti òye òyìnbó overpower reactive force rule mighty ló lè ṣe
fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé nípa iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ 070 54 51 44 77 070 54 51 44 77.
You're listening to Radio for 5 neighborhood. Just like water, we are the indispensable companion.
Let it spin from entertainment at its best too. Music carrying information on tintin. Channel 104.5.
Now it's news time.
Good morning, DFM News. Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari has lauded the contribution and operational support of the Nigerian Navy to end internal security challenges in the country. President Buhari made the commendation virtually while superintending the commissioning of Nigerian Navy Logistic College, Dawakin Tofa, Kano State. The President had used the occasion to inaugurate other projects including the 3,000 capacity Tremodern Correctional Center, new international terminal building of Malam Aminu Kano International Airport, as well as the procurement of aircraft, equipment and buildings at the College of Aviation Technology, Zaria, Kaduna. He noted that the effective conduct of the Nigerian Navy along with other security agencies in the management of internal security has helped significantly improved security in the nation. The President commended the Chief of Naval Staff and his team with a level of infrastructural development in partnership with other institutions, adding that the college will no doubt enhance intelligence opportunity in the management of logistic operation. And that was the FM News. Thanks for listening. Good morning.
Good morning, this is OSBC Radio 104.5 FM, Voice of the West, Nigeria. Welcome to our commercial Kuramukiwa. àkójúmọ́ ẹ káàbọ̀ sí abala ìpolówó ọjà wa ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run láti wá ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀ la ó padà sí àwa ọmọ ọba òrìṣàsọ̀lẹ̀ ilé ìdí òro ẹ̀rìn ọ̀ṣun àti ẹ̀rìn ilé ń fi àsìkò yìí kí kábíyèsí ẹlẹ́rìn ti ẹ̀rìn ọ̀ṣun àti gbogbo ìjòyè ẹ̀rìn ọ̀ṣun àti ẹ̀rìn ilé lápapọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọmọ bíbí ìlú ẹ̀rìn ilé àti ẹ̀rìn ọ̀ṣun kú àṣẹyìndé bàbá wa tó wàjà ọba Abdulganiyu ẹlẹ́rìn ti ẹ̀rìn ilé àwọn fi àsìkò yìí gbà ládùúrà pé Ọlọ́run yóò ṣe ikú nísinmi fún bàbá lẹ́yìn ikú bàbá ìlú àtúmọ̀ àtùbà túṣẹ́ àmín ọdún yóò jìnnà síra wọn àmín àwọn olùkéde ọmọọba Isiaka Babatunde Abíóyè ọmọọba Kásùmù Oyèdìran Abídòyè ọmọọba Michael Ọlátúndé Ògúnpéjú ọmọọba Abdulrasheed Ìjàdùọlá ọmọọba Abdulganiyu Pópọlá Sàlàkọ kéré o èyí láti kéde pé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ awakọ̀ driver ní iléeṣẹ́ wa ní kíákíá agbègbè ọ̀tọ̀ ẹ̀fún nílùú Òṣogbo ní iléeṣẹ́ wa wà ní iléeṣẹ́ wa fìkàlẹ̀ sí irúfẹ́ ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ní láti mọ̀ nípa ọkọ̀ wíwà dáadáa àyè ilé gbígbé wà fún ẹni tí ó bá gbà láti ṣiṣẹ́ ní iléeṣẹ́ wa pẹ̀lú owó oṣù tó jọjú iṣẹ́ wa yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ fún ẹnikẹ́ni ẹni tí a bá ti ṣe ìfọ̀rọ̀wánilẹ́nuwò fún tó sì yege ẹ pè sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 08027853668 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 08027853668 tàbí 00337322168 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 00337322168.
ẹ kú oríire o Prophet Túndé Ọláwòyè.
ẹ bá wá yí Olúwa hallelujah ẹni bá forí Jésù ó bá wá gbéga.
àwa ìjọ àti gbogbo àwa tí Ọlọ́run ti pàṣẹ wòlíì àgbáyé ni Prophet Túndé Ọláwòyè ṣe lóore ń fi àsìkò yìí kí bàbá wa nínú Olúwa ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run alààyè Prophet Túndé Ọláwòyè kú oríire ayẹyẹ ọjọ́ ìbí wọn pẹ̀lú àjọ̀dún ìdásílẹ̀ ẹ̀ka ìjọ wọn tó wà ní Dágbóló lẹ́yìn sí rọlẹ̀ tí a tún lè gba ojú rin kọ́bọ̀ wọlé síbẹ̀ èyí tí yóò wáyé pẹ̀lú àṣẹ Ọlọ́run ní sátidé ọjọ́ 17 oṣù karùn-ún ọdún yìí nínú gbọ̀ngàn ìjọ tó wà ní Prophet Túndé Ọláwòyè street railway line lẹ́yìn sí rọlẹ̀ Dágbóló Òṣogbo bàbá wa Prophet Túndé Ọláwòyè ti God of Prophet tí Ọlọ́run ń lò fún sáà tí a wà yìí. abáyín dúpẹ́ fún bí Ọlọ́run ṣe ń bá yín ṣiṣẹ́ náà tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sì ń jẹ́rìí sí agbára Ọlọ́run. àgbà aládùúrà pé kí Ọlọ́run fún yín ní ẹ̀mí gígùn àti àlàáfíà agbára láti ṣiṣẹ́ náà délé ológo àkú ọdún àkú ìyèdún àṣeyí sàmúdún fún àlàyé síwájú ẹ pè ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 07032770991 ọ̀pọ̀ ọdún la ó sì láyé o.
ọ̀yìn dá mi lójú ẹ̀sùn ni ó yé mi yéké ọjọ́ òní bá tilẹ̀ kóró ọjọ́ ọ̀la mi á dára.
ẹni náà tó rò wípé ìpè fáànù òun ti bọ́ há. irúfẹ́ ìbànújẹ́ wo ló mú ọ fomi jésù bèrè ojúṣu bíi tótó. àbó ti gbàgbé pé lásàrù ti dòkú tó ti ń. lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ kẹrin tó ti kú jésù ti dìde padà sáàyè. ìbànújẹ́ ti àti tàwọn ènìyàn sì padà wá dayọ̀ pé. ìró ìbìnújẹ́ tiẹ̀ náà ṣetán láti dayọ̀ lórí ètò wákàtí májẹ̀mú Covenant Hour. tá a fi sọrí àgbékalẹ̀ ìtúsílẹ̀ látòkè wá tá a pè ní sọ ìbànújẹ́ mi dayọ̀. gbogbo nípa ìbànújẹ́ tó mú ọ sunkún àsùnkì lórí wọ́n sọ dayọ̀ lórí ètò wákàtí májẹ̀mú Covenant Hour. ó ń ṣèrìn àjò ìtúsílẹ̀ ọkàn àti tara lórí afẹ́fẹ́ lórí ìkànnì yìí.
láàrin aago méjì sí aago méjì àbọ̀.
ní gbogbo ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ níbi tẹ́ ti máa ṣalábàápàdé màmá wa tọ́lúwa fiṣẹ́ ìtúsílẹ̀ pọ́nbélé rán láti ìpìlẹ̀ Lady Evangelist Bímpé Ọlájídé. sọ ìbànújẹ́ mi di ayọ̀. ètò tó ṣàtúntò ẹ̀mí olùgbọ́ni láì fi tẹ̀sí tàbí ti ẹ̀yà ṣe wípé bó ti wù kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pẹ́ dalẹ́ tó ayọ̀ ń bọ̀ lówùúrọ̀ náà.
You're listening to 104.5 megahertz.
Just like water, we are the indispensable companion.
Ṣe lọ́mọdé yọ̀mẹ́yẹ ṣe. ṣe ewé fún wọn ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ òun ló lẹ̀ fún wọn.
New Age agenda aligning with the global digital movement. The Ocean Tech ecosystem comes alive with the Ocean Digi Market Show live on Facebook and OSBC Radio 104.5 FM every Saturday at 11 a.m. featuring some of the most incredible tech startups locally in Ocean, Nigeria and internationally. Are you young, a techpreneur or an enthusiast? Be part of the weekly conversations by following OSBC on all our social media handles. Log on to www.osbcng.org. Ocean Tech ecosystem is about to get hot. Don't miss out.
Gbogbo lọ́ọ́ta ẹyẹ ìrìn wọn fẹ́ràn ojú olórí pápá omi ìjílẹ̀ ní pápá ọ̀bọ níbi ìkáṣètò tó kù láyé àwọn ọmọ OSBC ní bàbá OSBC ní bàbá OSBC ní bàbá àràbà ní bàbá ẹni ọ̀tá ti tálákà ní sàbà wọn kọ́ wà nílé lọ́kọ̀ lẹ́yìn ìdòdì láìwọ̀ ṣọ́kọ nígbà nígbà tó fi ọmọ tí kékeré ìgbà ìyá àwọn aláṣà àjẹsí OSBC ilé àwùjẹ ló ti báyà láti kalẹ̀ sí OSBC lórí ìdílé wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ tọkàntán OSBC àtúwà lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára jẹ́ OSBC 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 àwa lóṣù àwa lóṣù àwa lóṣù àwọn ẹ̀rọ oṣù àdì ayé àdì ayé ọjọ́ wa lábẹ́ ọjọ́ wa nínú àdì ayé àwọn àwa àdì gbogbo àwa àdì àwọn ọ̀sán tó bá bá dẹ̀rù tuntun yòó àdì ayé.
OSBC àgbà tiwa ló tó rò ń lọ àwa lọba tó kẹ́yìn erin fún.
That's so. Keeps daddy, yeah. G-O-Y. Yeah. Maybe you are carry come. Whether you are go carry go. Sisi I carry go. Yeah. Maybe you are the check on you. Whether you are wanna no. Sisi Ferrari, very sweet. Yeah. Very nice. Baby, do all the quiet time. Show me your taxi, my love, do ya run me? But you don't go there, papa. Oh, I feel my car, sorry. What you want? Baby, go ya, what you want? Go ya, what you want? Baby, go ya, what you want? Baby, do I want to buy? But now you I want to marry. Sisi I got it. Baby, you are the giver, but now you I want to give my life to, baby, baby sweet, baby nice, baby do all the quiet time. Show me your taxi, my love, do ya run me? But you don't go there, papa. Oh, I feel my car, sorry. What you want? Baby, go ya, what you want? Go ya, what you want? Baby, go ya, what you want? Baby, you are carry come down, but now you are carry go. I carry go. Baby, you are the check on you. ológo yàrá mi ó ti mọ̀ tó bẹ̀ wá pa kò wá fẹ́ máa kú ká sẹ́mi fọ́jú o kéré lọ́wọ́ bébí kò yà wọ́jú o kéré kò yà wọ́jú o ọmọdé ìjà bébí kò yà wọ́jú o yàrá o ìṣọ̀bọ̀ ìkíni sọ fún kúyà lọ lóko ìṣọ̀bọ̀ ìkíni sọ fún kúyà lọ lóko ẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ jíìsì na so everyone wá abẹ́ sọ fún kúyà lọ lóko sugar keys.
Rójú kí ló dé tó fọ́ lẹ́ràn.
èwo ni òtóró ọ̀rọ̀ bí gbogbo ọjà mi ṣe dà iná ni àbọ̀ gbọ́ ayé tí ẹ sú mi wáyé.
ìyá Rójú mọ́ kò lẹ́ràn iṣẹ́ tó ṣe tí ò lójú owó tó ṣe tí ò lérè owó ọ̀tún wò sí ó dàbí ẹni pé ò lẹ́nì kankan ṣe bí rédíò Ọ̀ṣun ń bẹ́ẹ̀ níbi gbogbo aráyé ti ń dolóríire má torí àìta ọjà kó jẹ mọ́jèlé o àwúre méjì ò sí ṣáà máa bọ̀ ní rédíò Ọ̀ṣun wá polówó ọjà rẹ̀.
èròjà
ẹnìkan kì í bá yínmíyínmí dùn yín ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a kì í bá àtẹlẹsẹ̀ du ọ̀nà lórí ètò ìròyìn lọ́sẹ̀ yìí èrè àti ayọ̀ láfi máa pàdé àwọn atọ́kùn ètò ní ọjọ́ àìkú ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí tí aago 6 ọ̀rọ̀ bá ti lò lábala àlejò wa ìyáàfin Lọlá Adéwálé láti iléeṣẹ́ tó ń rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn obìnrin àtàwọn ọmọ wẹ́wẹ́ nípìnlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun yóò wà níkàlẹ̀ láti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí àyájọ́ ọjọ́ àwọn ọmọdé lágbàáyé ẹ̀gbọ́nà ọ̀nà wo là ń gbà tọ́jú àwọn ọmọdé ǹjẹ́ ó yẹ kí a máa tẹ ẹ̀tọ́ àwọn ọmọdé mọ́lẹ̀ kí ni ojúṣe òbí sí ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ni ojúṣe ọmọ sí òbí àwọn ìbéèrè wọ̀nyí àti òmìnira àlejò wa ni yóò máa pẹ̀kẹ́lù síwájú sí i àwọn máa gbàlejò ọ̀gbẹ́ni Noah Adéníyì tí ó jẹ́ aṣojú iléeṣẹ́ Royal Comfort Estate iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ta ilẹ̀ tó ń ra ilẹ̀ tó ń ta ilé tó ń ra ilé yóò wà níkàlẹ̀ láti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí nǹkan tí iléeṣẹ́ wọn ní lákàá àbàlà tó kù bíi ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ èdè àyàn ojú ọjà ayé ọ̀dọ́ àti eré ìdárayá ni yóò tún kọ́ wọ́rin wá sórí ètò lọ́sẹ̀ yìí ẹ lè kọ̀wé ìbéèrè yín ránṣẹ́ kó tó dọ́lọ́jọ́ sátidé tàbí kí ẹ pèsè orí ètò bí tí ìròyìn bá ń lọ lọ́wọ́ títí lọ́pẹ́ Ajíbóyè àti Samuel ọba Báwálé ni wọ́n yóò máa tukọ̀ ètò ìròyìn àtọ̀sẹ̀ yìí yóò dùn yóò lárinrin èròjà ọba àwọn ètò. èròjà
You fine, I no go lie. Will you be mine, oh? Will you be mine till the end of time, eh? Now I've decided, designer, low mama, or girl. I've got a smart doctor, we could treat their fuck up. Show her comfortable. Baby, tell me, you tell me, I understand it. I'll be your star boy on the weekend, on the weekdays. Have fun with the children. I go there when I'm needed. No matter the weather, I go there, yeah. Ayola overdo. Cash only, no check. We go do. Show our comfortable. Baby, tell me, you tell me. Understand it.
Ẹ̀kú ṣíṣú àjàǹbí tí mi gbọ́ kìjikìji 104.5
mọ́tàsí èrè fẹ́ nígbà ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n ti ń jókòó sínú àgbẹ̀pẹ́ ni tó bá gbọdọ̀ ń lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ títí.
onímọ́tò
jíjáde ló ń jáde lọ yìí o má ṣe sáré àsápajúdé wakọ̀ pẹ̀lú sùúrù má fi ẹ̀mí ara rẹ àti tàwọn ẹlòmíì ṣòfò ṣọ́ra eré sísá léwu.
sẹ́kọ̀nà wẹ̀dún àbọ̀n máa ṣe wàràdé wàràjà ó ń mọ́tò mọ́kànjú tìlú ọ̀ràn igba rẹ̀ ò tó sè lọ́bẹ̀ ẹ̀mí kan ṣoṣo gírò lọ́mọ ẹ̀ dání.
I know the dengue, I know the post. My baby give me biscuit, I want sugar. The things you do me, ojo bayo kò ṣe wí, bọ́ọ̀rù bayo kò ṣe sọ. Mélòó la fẹ́ wí, mélòó la fẹ́ sọ. Àní mélòó la fẹ́ wí, mélòó la fẹ́ sọ. Èyí fún jòrò, èyí mẹ́rin kú. Akọ́dékò rẹ̀ mi àgbàgbẹ́ ilé ìyàgbá mi. Nígbà kò sówó, nígbà kò sọ́ra, nígbà kò sọ̀rọ̀ táyé lómi pín you still by me. I know I made some mistakes, but I don't need regret. Now I know go forget to cherish waiting. I get to get the first day we met. I told you how I felt, the lie they melt. My baby was the best. I know the boss, my baby give me biscuit, I want sugar. The things you do me, but you borrow kò ṣe mí. Bọ́ọ̀rù bàrọ̀ kò ṣe sọ. Mélòó la fẹ́ wí, mélòó la fẹ́ sọ. Mélòó la fẹ́ sọ. For better, for worse, for richer, for poor, kò sẹ́lòmíràn, àbí wọ́n nìkan. Ìgbà tí mo wọ̀ sùn, tí mo sọ títa kúlé, tí mo darí kájà bàtà, tí mo ń fẹsẹ̀ ṣàlàbúlé. Ṣèbí wá lórí mi, ìṣó mi hàn lẹ́lẹ́. Dem bàgbà lókùs, dem no dey send me happy. I know they make some mistakes, na you dey regret, na you no go forget to cherish wetin you get. I know the bones, my baby give me biscuit, I want sugar. The things you do me, ojo bayo kò ṣe mí. Bọ́ọ̀rù bayo kò ṣe sọ. Mélòó la fẹ́ wí, mélòó la fẹ́ sọ. Mélòó la fẹ́ sọ. Iṣu parada ó di yan, àgbàdo parada ó dẹ́kọ̀, àgbàdo parada ó di olóró, àmì parada ó di ìtọ́sí. Ìwọ nìkan, ìwọ nìkan ṣoṣo, àbí ìwọ nìkan ṣoṣo, ìwọ nìkan ṣoṣo lẹ́wọ̀. I know the boss, my baby give me biscuit, I want sugar. The things you do me, ojo bayo kò ṣe mí. Bọ́ọ̀rù bayo kò ṣe sọ. Mélòó la fẹ́ wí, mélòó la fẹ́ sọ. Mélòó la fẹ́ sọ.
You are live. On Osun Radio. 104.5 FM.
oníṣẹ́ owó wọgbó ẹgbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ wọ mi o.
yọmọ mi kí ló dé.
mẹ́wàá ń bẹ̀ ọjà ni wọ́n ní wàrà mo ti sanwó àtowó àtẹrù ń orí kankan owó wọgbó.
jìbìtì ni ẹ ń pè yàn irú wọn ti pọ̀ ń gbòòrò báyìí kọ́lọ̀ ń ṣọ́ níbẹ̀ ni gbájú ẹ̀ ló kọ wọn níjọ́ mi o ìwọ náà wàá máa ṣọ́ra.
For the best in news, sports, music, documentaries, news analysis, and lots more, tune to OSBC Radio 104.5 FM.
Still listening to OSBC Radio 104.5 FM, Voice of the West Nigeria. Time to bring you Ocean Digimarket Show.
New Age agenda aligning with the global digital movement. The Ocean Tech ecosystem comes alive with the Ocean Digimarket Show live on Facebook and OSBC Radio 104.5 FM every Saturday at 11 a.m. featuring some of the most incredible tech startups locally in Ocean, Nigeria and internationally. Are you young, a techpreneur or an enthusiast? Be part of the weekly conversations by following OSBC on all our social media handles. Log on to www.osbcng.org. Ocean Tech ecosystem is about to get hot. Don't miss out.
It's a pleasure coming your way this morning live on Ocean Digimarket Show on OSBC Radio 104.5 FM. A half an hour digital town hall meeting, if we may call it that way, dedicated to promoting the digital economy policy of Mr. Governor Ademola Adeleke, Governor of the state, and the first time Ocean is having this experience. My name is Benga Famino, welcoming everyone on board. My sweethearts hopefully might join us in the course of time. That's Titilope Ajiboye. Today we'll be focusing, just like the design is, that's okay, every edition of the show we focus on one issue per time, and oftentimes we'll be having the Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology almost every time with us. And this morning we have again with us the Coordinating Director, Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, our Oga Patapata for the ministry, Mr. Jivon. Thanks for joining us this morning. Thank you so much. Yes, we also have in the house an IT expert from the private end who is meant to join the conversation. Mr. Governor has been doing wonderfully well by domesticating the Startup Act of, and I think the first state in the country to domesticate the Startup Act, just to make sure the Osho comes alive. Osho comes alive. So this morning we'll be looking at an area of concern, which is all about the hub culture. The hub culture. In the house, we have Mr. David Oladeji, a software engineer with a proven track record, mobile and web application developer. Yes, with his BA from Osho State University, master's degree in computer science, University of Greenwich, and yes, it will be doing justice to what hub culture is all about. And coordinating director will be speaking from the government end. Is this part of what the government is having in plan? This is somebody from the private end who is aware, is one of those who have heard about what is going on and is here to make his own contribution, and will have contributions from outside as well. Pleasure having you, Mr. David Oladeji. Thank you so much for joining us. So, talking about hub culture to start with, what's your perception about hub culture? You've been hearing, okay, before we go into hub culture, you are not necessarily in the States, but you've heard about what Mr. Governor is trying to do.
Yes.
When you heard about it, how did you feel? Coordinating director is here. Maybe this is an opportunity for him to get his scorecard to see if they not. So how did you feel when you heard about all those things?
Okay, so I just saw it on the news, and I read what the governor was planning. I was actually very elated because I'm originally from Osun.
Okay.
I schooled in Osun. So immediately I went to one of my tech groups and I mentioned, I guess it's time to relocate to Osun.
And you didn't feel like maybe it was one of those just jamboree, like just to make some noise on the pages of newspaper? You didn't feel like that?
No, honestly, because I think I've seen a number of things even before that announcement that showed that this government is more of action than just words.
All right, good.
So, and of course, yes, it's early in the
to judge,
but I'm optimistic that it's not just words.
Okay.
And shortly after I read about the waiver on laying of cables for telecommunications within the state. So I felt, well, that's action. That's
action. That's not just words.
It's not just words. So I think that's progress. And I believe that we should expect more.
All right.
Being optimistic.
Then you heard about the Domesticated Startup Act.
Yes.
Did you try to check the act?
Yes, of course. I read through, the national version of, and then the domesticated one. I looked through it, and I was also elated about that we have a forward-thinking leader, someone that, is putting his best foot forward of sorts now.
All right.
So, yeah.
So you decided to contact your colleagues in the tech community outside?
Yes.
Now she's about to do something wonderful.
Immediately I saw it, I went to the group. I was like, I'm happy about this. This is something. And we discussed about it. And no state is doing that yet.
Oh yes.
No state, has clearly said, okay, we are domesticating this startup bill. Because in one of the groups I'm talking about now, we had one of the persons in charge of the national bill, NAN Act.
Okay.
Come speak with us about the act. So he enlightened us about it and all that. So now hearing that we are having it domesticated in my own state, it was really, good news for me.
All right. Okay. Now, before we quickly talk about hub culture, all of us are aware that Lagos has always been like the most active tech ecosystem in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you foreseeing a replica of, as in, Osun also coming so much alive like Lagos? Do you think that's a possibility?
Yes, definitely. I always expected because growing up in Oshun, I always knew that electricity wasn't our problem.
Wasn't our problem. It's an advantage.
It's an advantage for any state to be at the forefront of tech. Yes. Because of course machines use electricity. So Oshun having that advantage. Normally one would expect that Oshun would actually even be better than Lagos.
Okay. Because
it
would even be better than Lagos.
Normally. Of course we know Lagos has the advantage of population. But then Oshun has the advantage of electricity. You have the advantage of good road network. You don't have to, say for example, when I was working a while back in Lagos, you have the issue of traffic jams and all that. But if you're working within Lagos, I mean within Oshun, you can
be more relaxed and the brain can work better.
Exactly. So I think normally Oshun should be more at the fore. But I mean we are seeing it that what's happening in Oyo State gradually, startups like we have a number of startups actually
trying to come up
Oyo because of some of the policy. So I think Oshun too, with the government we have now and the policies that are being propagated, we should also have people attracted to Oshun. To start up and stay within the state.
Okay, before coordinating director response, our focus this morning is hub culture, hub culture. What's your view about hub culture? What do you understand about hub culture? What are your expectations?
Okay, I think generally for
for the benefit of our people, what we are talking about is how hub culture can be grown in Oshun to help grow the digital economy of the state.
Yes.
So what is hub culture?
So hub culture essentially is I would say generally using or managing or sharing resources amongst a community or a group of people with common goals. So now let's say you want to, you have several startups and then you want to allow them share ideas, mentorship, share even resources, like I said, whether it's electricity, internet and all that, and all will make some of these things easier for them. So Oshun State, I think, if you're talking about hub culture, we've seen not so much of development in that direction. We've seen things like for example, now we have hubs, so much of hubs.
But what is a hub? Somebody out there may not really understand what you're saying.
Okay, yeah, I said an hub, for example, would be something like a cafe.
Okay.
Or a building, could be a physical building where you have startups or companies from different startups coming together, sharing resources. You have, say, workstations.
Okay.
You have internet access provided to them, and then they all use it together. Now that doesn't mean that they just use resources alone. They can also share ideas.
These are smaller tech groups.
Yes.
Like coming together to form a bigger body.
Exactly. Build something or to build something.
So you think government needs to be involved to encourage that to grow in the state?
Yes, because a number of well-known startups that most of us know actually start from hubs. They start from some people call them co-creation.
Okay.
So they
like startups in fintech.
Yes, in fintech, yes, they start because some of the things that we use in tech are not necessarily cheap. And some people, as much as they are intelligent, smart and all that, they might not be able to afford some of these things when they are just starting. So an hub makes some of these things easier for them. So it makes it cheaper, like either it's subsidized or it's totally free.
Okay.
Certain hours or something like that. So yeah, that's what.
All right, coordinating director, sir. Thank you for being a wonderful listener. Oh God, not surprising, you're a teacher. Yes, David Oladeji, of course, from the private sector, although he was once a lecturer, before he resigned. That's one of the realities. It's like the money in this tech thing can be very big. He resigned from being a lecturer and now he's seriously into tech, whatever. Yeah, so but you've heard him. Yes. He's an indigene, but not necessarily in the state, and he also heard about what Mr. Governor is trying to do, and he's excited, so he decided to join us physically today. And now, talking about hub culture, he's saying that it's about small tech groups coming together to form a bigger body. So now, must governments be involved for that to really thrive in the state? He has said yes, he believes government really has to be involved. Is that part of what is in plan, sir?
Thank you very much. And, I want to welcome you, Mr. Ladeji David.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Meeting you here, I haven't heard you spoke about hope. It is a lot of pleasure. You know, in any business environment, there must be presence of government.
Okay.
Although people is a common knowledge or common say that what is government doing? What is government's business in business? Yeah. What is government's business in business? Recently when the refinery was commissioned, one of the attendants there said that but what I'm trying to really explain here is that hub is a community, a tech ecosystem,
okay,
that brings together talents, inventors, those who are creative, those who are innovative.
So is that what happens? Does that sound like what happened in Silicon Valley in the US?
So yeah, something like that.
Silicon Valley has become like a city now.
Definitely. Now a hub, it can be a small space.
Okay.
Where, like you rightly said, where people in tech come together. People in different areas of technology. Maybe in hardware, software, internet provision, and some other things. There's a lot of things
to render a service,
or a common goal, or to achieve.
Yes.
Or to even provide solution.
Yes. Or
to one challenges or the other. Now, just like OSBC here.
Yes.
Right. You are in a space. Right. With different departments coming together to perform just one single role.
That's it.
That is just what the hub, the way I can describe it.
Okay.
This government, right, is having that vision.
Okay.
But the government will not be fully involved. But it will bring. Government is, will bring in tech experts who are ready to participate or to be in that. Like a hub is larger than a cafe.
That's right.
A cafe is maybe run by just one person, right? But in a hub, it will not be run by, even if it is run by one person, that person will now invite others to come, and work together with those who have expertise in this same field. Now, how will the government come in this case? Government will come in one for reasonably to regulate that process or that ecosystem.
Okay.
Because you cannot just be doing anything without regulation, without control. That thing can go out of hand. Likewise, there will be need for government support at one stage or the other.
That's right.
Right? So these are, ways by which government can come into establishment of a hub. In form of maybe PPP, public-private partnership.
Okay.
Because if you look at what an hub means,
okay,
right? It is, it's financial, it's money government.
All right.
Even even if an individual establishes it, right, it needs to, source for funds.
We have one or two private hubs springing up in the state. Is that what they are trying to do?
That's what they are trying to do, right? Even there is one at Union there, the Opolo Hub, and so on. There is, I think there is another one at along there or Kenya or something like that. And there is another one at GRA.
Okay.
Now all those ones, right? The reason why I say government should regulate them is this. When they try to operate, government must ensure that whatever comes out of that hub are, legit.
Okay, legit.
Well, you can create an hub where
criminals,
where you bring something that is a cyber crime or some other things.
Okay.
So the government asks, what are you doing there?
Okay.
Tell us.
Okay.
Let us know.
Okay.
Then with that, the government will now be able to have a control, a grip.
Okay. As part of this issue we're looking into, like we said last week.
Yes.
But don't we think there must be a database of the tech stakeholders in Osun or whoever wants to be identified with this? How do you think, or what's the government having in focus? Is it to create, to start, let me quickly come to David.
Yes.
David, what would be your expectation? Do you agree there must be a database?
Yeah, I think just like we've seen with at the national level, it's not out of place if the state government also has the database of stakeholders within the state.
How would you expect that to be achieved?
Well, usually there's usually a portal that's built, and startups are expected to register, or businesses
as individuals,
either as the organization or as individuals.
All right.
So long as it's just like you have the NCS, ACPN, and all that. But this is more about knowing who is who within the state.
All right.
If you want to benefit from the state, you are registered on that portal. It helps you. Helps the government as well.
It's okay.
So
all right. Okay. Because we want our people at home to be able to contribute very briefly. Coordinating director, sir, please say something about how the government hopes to achieve a database.
You recall that at the maiden edition of this program?
Yes.
I mentioned it.
Yes.
I mentioned it.
That's true.
We have